You don't have enough memory in the memory card.
Nice. Nice.
Adorable, serious, and formidable!
When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back.
This is Wix.
No!
Okay, is this working? Hey! I don't have to restart the damn thing. Okay, cool. Hello there, everybody. I apologize. It took me a hot minute to get all set and rolling. Just had to get a few things done up, and then my stream setup decided to kind of be finicky on me, but I'm here. I'm here. Gonna play me some more Frontiers. How are you guys doing? Welcome in, Kitty Cat. I apologize, Dog of, Wisdom hasn't been implemented. I meant to do that this week, but I have not had time. I've barely had time for much of anything. Good heavens. I apologize for the stream, getting canceled yesterday. But that is, a symptom of just random nonsense I was trying to get sealed up. Welcome in, Cat Right. Or the Hedgehog, Kitty Cat. We also got Ultimate Spire Plush lurking around here. And Shalon Love, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're gonna try and save my boy. That is the goal for today. I didn't do it last time. I need to do it today. If I do nothing else, I need to save Miles Tails Prower, my lovely fox boy. My boy! That's my boy! I should implement that as a command too, but I'm giving myself more work to do when I need to be giving myself less work to do. That's what I do though. Let's get some things moved. Thank you for the lurk, Cat. Either that or you're just testing the command, which is perfectly acceptable. I appreciate you guys using the commands. There will hopefully eventually be more of them. Let me... Kitty cat! Oh god, I just ran into a random lump of air. Let's get Sonic Frontiers booted up. Get some buttons pushed. Have some fun. I'm doing pretty good. How are all of you doing? I hope you're well. Alright, you guys are gonna see a lovely little, warning from the screen cap as I switch to the right program and hit some buttons. So there's that, and I need game audio to be set to Frontiers and turned on. And then I need to hit this button. And it's not capturing. Lovely. Meow. Come on. Why is Sonic Frontiers not showing up? You pain in my royal hind end. Alright, I'll do it this way. You get to see my whole screen because Frontiers is a pain in my ass. Man, I hate it when the server program's not running. Well, yeah. That was the easy cap for my, that's my capture card, which I'm not using right now, because I don't need it. I'm just reorganizing my screens here a little bit so I can see everything. I should probably... Let's mute my screen for a second. Set my status. Oh, it already has me. Cool, cool. I love it when things actually work. Let's shove that over there. Welcome back, Spire Plush. Just tackling some technical difficulties real quick as we try and have a game. There we go. I don't know why, but a math teacher that has the name of the engine of Sonic Mania in their username followed me. The retro engine, you mean? Interesting. Interesting. Find Tails, happily. I will always happily find Tails. But yeah, how are you guys all doing? Aurora was saying they're doing alright. I hope you're all doing pretty well today. And if not, I hope this stream can help bring you into a better mood. I am planning to have a lot of fun today. Frontiers is a lot of fun. It really, it is the best Sonic has been in years, and I am so glad. I'm so excited to see the first of the DLC waves when they actually release that. I'm hoping that'll be sometime soon. But beggars can't be choosers, and I'm presently begging because what I really want, what I want more than anything in this world, is to be able to play as Tails. Spider Plush is making soup. I'd make a Super Nintendo 64 joke, but he doesn't go by that anymore. Funny thing is, it's the name of the very version of Sonic Mania's engine. Oh, RSTKV 5, yeah. It went through a lot of names. It was frickin'. It had one other name too. I can't think of. In the DLC, you'll be able to play as Tails! I know!
Yo!
Star Engine, that's what it is.
This
Thank
Coco
you.
is an apprentice to their top pilot. They need to find the parts to complete their
Thank
final
you, kitty
weapons.
cat. There's not enough memory
I'm
in
sure
my
you've
memory
run into
card.
this scenario already. What did you do?
Well, I helped him out.
But isn't that cruel? Their battle is long over. This feels dishonest.
We're not fixing the problem they think they have, but we are bringing them peace.
The command system
Well, when you
is
put it that way,
being finicky today. I will trigger that.
let's
in a
get to
moment.
work.
Cat. But thank you for the drop. You tried. You tried. The command system's just being picky. Because sometimes the command system is just like, nah.
You don't have enough memory in the memory card.
There it goes. Okay, so you do remember my little advice. If a command doesn't trigger, just issue it again. Shalon, thank you for stopping by. They were saying, do you know Tails is faster than Supersonic in Sonic 4 Episode 2? Sonic 4 Episode 2 is a fucking mess. I'm sorry. Boy.
When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back.
And my audio's doing the stupid fucking thing it does. Everything is breaking. There we go. I should probably grab my phone, as a matter of fact. I'll leave the background audio going. YouTube. Something makes me think, oh cool, now that RSDK is in a new company, it'll have more remakes than other games. Then I realized that makes this engine to SSDK. The Sonic Software Development Kit is all that comes to my mind when I think SSDK, because SDK for us tech folks usually stands for Software Development Kit. Oh, Supersonic Donkey Kong. That works too. Yeah, my brain is just like the Sonic Software Development Kit. Whee! Alright, I need to find Tails, okay? It's over here. I thought I already found Tails, but then I probably... Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah! I'll issue that command myself, actually.
Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah!
Squid! Did 9 not work? There it goes. As I said, Sammy's being moody today. So I apologize for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We need a few more pieces, but we're having trouble
Oh,
finding
it's this
them.
challenge. I hate this challenge so
Gotcha.
much.
Be right back.
I hate this.
You don't have enough memory in the memory card.
No, I don't, Cat. No, I don't. But I do have enough in memory in my memory card to remember I hated this challenge, and I'm going to probably hate it again. My body isn't ready. But here I go anyway. It says deck, so replace the E with an U. Sus deck. I feel like that's supposed to be like an Among Us reference or some dumb shit like that. Every time I hear Tails' voice, I put, you don't have enough memory card chat. I mean, feel free to use the commands. Please mix it up. I like hearing all the different commands that I have to offer. I should make more of them, but I haven't had time. bring back memory cards. Memory cards are cool little things. But so are hard drives. I've handled plenty of hard drive in my career. I will handle plenty more as I continue along my career path. For those of you not knowing what a hard drive is, that's basically your computer's memory card. For long-term memory. Hot, 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 hot. Yeah, I know, I need to hurry up, but you need to let me attack this box. I'm not gonna make it. There's no way. Failure! Alright. There's my first death. But yeah, memory cards are pretty cool. Spider Flash, I won't lie. USBs are memory cards, sort of. Yeah. I mean, they're the modern equivalent, I'd say. Alright. Okay. It's not supposed to do that. What's really a memory card is a RAM stick. Those things are your computer's literal short-term memory. This music reminds me of the stage select theme in Mega Man 3. I've never played Mega Man except for Mega Man 7, and I couldn't stand the game. So, all due respect, but I'm not a Mega Man fan by any means. Welcome, Cleric Colin Lizard 32. How are you doing today? We're playing Sonic Frontiers as I collect parts and regret my life's choices. I have returned. Welcome back. How do you get Sonic Origins on PC? Make it next file, name it Sonic Origins, that's it, you got it.
You didn't say you wanted the game, you just said you wanted Sonic Origins. Well, you got it.
You want it? You got it. Nice. I don't think I've got this. Yes, you've returned to a live stream as I hit a button. I'm closer, but I'm not gonna make it. I don't think. It's gonna be close. Come on! Just give it to me. Yes! Woohoo! What's up, Leo, is that I just kicked this level's hind end. Welcome in. How are you doing today? I hope you're well. I should probably turn this game today. Our game
That's
down.
it. The canon is complete.
Sonic Origins should have had Sonic 1 and 2, 2011 Sonic CD, and Sonic 3 Air. Agreed.
Did I get the wrong parts?
No, their hero didn't show. They're worried something's happened.
Yes, welcome Unjolly
like how I-
Snowman.
You don't have enough memory in the memory card.
That was freaking
One wrong
close.
turn and I fall apart.
Whoa, what?
I love this scene.
Listen to
The fact
me.
is, Tails watches
others
you
are
while
counting
doing
on
this.
you.
Well, yeah, but
I'm
he's
here to
stuck in
help, so
cyberspace.
don't give up, okay?
He can't really help. He's kind of like stuck in between worlds right now. It's kind of understandable.
You've got me worried, Tails. You want to talk?
Not right now. Let's just focus on finding the emeralds.
All right.
Collect memory tokens.
Yes, how are you guys all doing today? That was a freaking, as Unjolly Snowman put it, a clutch win. Meow. Started a meme run in Dark Souls 1. Nice. I hope you have fun with it. Oh, come on. Tails will get out of it someday. I got stuck between worlds while cleaning up my room, says Kitty Cat. 25% done with the movie I talked about in Triple Trouble stream. Nice. I wish you luck. Jolly Snowman's good, just chilling until they have to work. Well, I hope you enjoy the stream in the meantime and that you have a good day at work. Where I can only level up my endurance and health. I love little challenges like that, honestly. They're like neat little ways to re-experience games that you love, but still have a challenge. Life update, Great Fanta is back. He's back! Moments. I failed. I don't remember what movie Cleric Colin Wizard was making. Blah, 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 blah. I know I'm tripping over my tongue inevitably, but that's nothing new. What? How? How? Tell Elmo how. Oh, I see. I see. But you know that Dylan's a dumbass. Let's turn the game down a little bit, because I feel like it's a little loud. Try there. Imagine a take, but instead of a gun, there's just a dude sticking his arm out with a stick in his hand. That's what I'm gonna try to be for the end of this game. Nice. I'm playing Frontiers on my PC. What do you mean? This is my PC version. My Switch isn't even on right now. I'm not even using my capture card. That's why the Easy Cap was complaining that the server wasn't on, because I'm not using that. Why is there a speedometer in the corner? Because that's how Sonic Frontiers do. Fuck! Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's what Easy Cap was complaining, that it didn't have contact with my capture card because it's not even on right now. But fair enough. I get where your confusion lies there. As for the speedometer, I don't know. I think it's a really neat feature because you can tell how fast Sonic is going. Audio cats exist. Do exist. I mean, fair. I don't know the reason behind anything half the time, to be completely honest. You're not wrong. We all exist to exist, I guess, says Unjolly Snowman. Again, you're not wrong. Coco. Up there. Okay. Up there! Oh, I see. Ow! Spikes! Fun fact, in development, Tails was originally a turtle, which means if the turtle ever got to Sonic 2, Eggman would have been shelled. Nice. Yeah, I knew Tails, in development, he was a lot of random things, because they wanted him to be something unusual, like Sonic, because hedgehogs aren't a common thing in Japan. They wanted Tails to be like that. But then, Yamaguchi Yamagashi, aka Toyota came up with the idea of a adorable two-tailed fox that we absolutely adore to this day. Thank heavens for that. Fun fact about Tails there, he was actually originally supposed to be less of a hero and more of just like a second hero, if you will. Like, he wasn't supposed to really be a sidekick. He was supposed to be just as, if not more, powerful than Sonic was, according to Judy Totoida. It's not a fox, it's a Kitsune. Technically, Kitsunes are nine-tailed, so Tails is neither Tails is a fox by that sake that he's closer to a fox than he is a Kitsune, though I would absolutely see calling him either. Love videos, I can't hear you, but I can see. You're not... Tails is more powerful in Sonic than Sonic 2, he can jump higher. I mean, fair. Also, I died. I died! Speaking of Sonic 2, I just died Sonic 2 times. Do you think he could have been a rival to Sonic? Yeah. Kitsunes can have any number of tails, I think, but the more tails they have, the more powerful they are. And I thought it was always 9, so... Shows you what I know. Maybe Tails is properly a Kitsune, and I've just been calling him a fox all this time, and being a dumb fuck. I like Sonic, says what he is. Sonic's a good guy. I like Sonic too. I mean, they are spirit foxes, yeah. Like, Kitsune are... and foxes are kind of like the same thing, so I feel like it's kind of like being picky. Like, to be 100% honest, you can't really call Sonic a hedgehog as he sits, because he's anthropomorphic. He's got human features, so at least with the Kitsune idea, like, they're anthropomorphic by nature. Tails is an animal. End of the sentence. Fair. But I honestly think, for simplicity's sake, just calling him a fox is the easiest thing. And if you just look at him, like, as a character overall, like, his design is clearly meant to be a fox. Like, if you look at his face, he's a fox boy. But call him what you'd like, as long as you don't call him late for dinner. Calling him a thing created by some random Japanese strategy is simpler, to be honest. Hey, as I said, if that is simpler to you, then have fun. You know, like, honestly, I have no qualms with people calling him a Kitsune at all, because it's not wrong. I just personally call him a fox. I always have, and I think I probably always will. I feel like I could take one of those images that says, you know, blah blah blah, convince me otherwise, and it could be like, Tails is a fox, convince me otherwise. And, like, difficulty impossible. How do I get up there? Tails is best boy, end of the sentence. Welcome, Kimberly. Also, welcome, Fatal Error. Yes, Tails is best boy. That goes without question. How are you doing, Kimberly? I hope you're well. Also, how are you, Fatal Error? Welcome, Animal Carvilo. With what looks like a crying face. I hope you're okay. Bonk, bonk, bonk. The one thing we didn't ask to return from Sonic 3, the spinning tops. But at least they aren't near as broken here. Oh, crap. Spider! I did not expect the spider to come out of nowhere.
You what?
Yeah, exactly, fatal error. You what? Ow.
You what?
I don't have a hedgehog, so I have a dog. Fair enough. Fatal error, I hope you enjoy the foods if you are indeed eating. Otherwise, thank you for testing the command. Some of the commands might take twice. Fair warning. Because Sammy is being a little bit picky today. I don't know what's up with my command system, but it's being a little picky today. How come the spinning tops have appeared more times in the series than there are cat characters in the Sonic universe? I mean, you're not wrong. Ow. If spiders were that giant, yeah, we would. I don't like normal-ass spiders. Here's the thing, if a human ever lost or gained an extra limb, you still refer to them as a human. You're right. You're right. Psyloop is effective when diving, aim for the ring of lasers, do other bullshit that I don't feel like doing right now. This is just a regular spider from Australia, says he. If those are your regular ass spiders, run. That's all I have as far as advice goes. Is just run. He's a human. Woo! What's up, Love Video? Sorry, I'm trying to keep track of everybody all at once, but it's a little hard. Kimberly also with a very, very well-made point. Australia is an island, so where the fuck would you run to? Yeah, you're kind of screwed now, aren't you? Well, I guess you can run around the island. Australia probably has spiders 10 times bigger. And then Spider-Plush was saying Spider-Men are better. Spider-Men are better. I mean, that's fair. At least they aren't gonna bite you. I'd hope. But yeah, what's up, Love Videos? What you got? What you want? What you want to say? Get it out there. Say your piece. I'm doing pretty well, Kimberly. How are you? If I didn't already ask that, even if I did, I don't remember your answer, unfortunately, because there's not enough memory in the memory card, so telling me again isn't gonna do you any harm. Well, Videos, I've told you 3 times. You just tell me what your dealio is, okay? What she got? Unless it's just guess what 1,000,000 times. Doing pretty well, got some exciting things coming up, says Kimberly. Nice! I wish you the best of luck with them. Hope you have fun. You subscribed to me, well, thank you! I appreciate that. Stuff like that does really help. Subscribing, ringing that notification bell, hitting the thumbs up button, it all helps. Fine Tails, oh, he's right here. I don't think this is the right Tails, but it's a Tails.
You don't have enough memory in the memory card.
Analyzed the cyberspace portal the last time you were accessing it. While you were online, it opened up a flood of data. It was way too much to process, but I did get a glimpse of the Ancients' personal data.
Oh, so... what, you know all their birthdays now?
Much more than that. Sonic, it was their very
I love
essences,
this a little bit.
their hopes, their dreams.
The fact that
Everything
Tails
that
is
made
just
them
using
what
this
they were.
opportunity to
Do you
study
see the correlation?
everything
Sounds a lot like what
like
happened
he
to
would.
you, Amy, and Knuckles. I mean, I'm glad you're all intact, but Why were you all uploaded like that?
Who knows, Sonic? Who knows? Alright, let's find actual Tails. Hold on, I'm gonna tell everyone something. What's up? What's up? I've gotta find Tails. They're the memory cards, yeah, I mean... You're not wrong. The Ancients did upload themselves into cyberspace to... It's kind of a long story, but they burned, as the end put it, they burned their souls to put the end into cyberspace. And as part of doing that, they would lock their souls into cyberspace so that their memories and wisdom could live on. That was the whole idea, was they would lock their memories away into cyberspace so that they could live on, even though they would literally burn their souls away as a source of energy. Whee! Does anyone else hate balloons in real life but love the balloon mechanic in Sonic games? I mean, yeah, that's fair. You're a memory card! It's fine! That's honestly not... That's not that bad. I've succumbed far worse, and it's just a joke, so you're fine. You're absolutely fine, Spider. I think it's dead. But yeah, I do love the balloon mechanic. I also do, like balloons IRL, so, like, both! Both is good. There's a lot of memory tokens right there. Alright, let's find Tails. He's right here. Sorry, Tails, I didn't mean to punch you. Here, have your wrenches. Ah, you hit the like button and well, you can't comment right now because it's a live video, but...
You don't have enough memory in the memory card.
Done here. Can you take our friend and find a couple more parts? Yeah.
Thank God this doesn't have the same implication as just play that other mission over again, okay? Because I think Sonic liked that mission about as much as I did. Though look at my boy, he's so cute! I love the scene!
Miles per hour.
His real name!
Like most of your life. Yeah, and?
Oh yeah, this is a live video, so your comments are just chat
The
messages.
defeat of the Ancients' Titans. Do you trust how he is handling
I
it?
love the fact that Sage calls Tails his real freaking name here.
Of course.
So
I'll admit,
very much.
but Sonic
It's
has
not even
overcome
funny.
impossible odds over and over again. I know he'll save us all.
Miles per hour.
So you're saying you have faith in him?
And Tails doesn't even tell her
It's not a
off
matter
because
of
he
faith.
knows she's an
I've got a
AI.
lifetime of data to back up my observations. Your loyalty is founded on empirical data. I can appreciate that. The feelings
If Sage is like a database, it makes sense that she called him by his real name. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying, Kimberly. Is like, he respects the fact that she probably doesn't realize that Tails' name is Tails because
What are you
only
talking
his
about?
friends really call him that. And as far as, like, legal records go,
Perhaps
his
it is
name is
kinder if
Miles
you
per
don't
hour.
know.
So, it only makes sense that she'd call him that. I know it's a small detail, but I love the fuck right out of it because a lot of times people forget that Tails has a real name and it's Miles per hour. He might not love his real name, but he does have it. Yeah, small details like that are what make these games. I agree. It's just like, as I said, one of the things that made me geek so hard at the Sonic movie 2 was I was scared that they were going to get rid of the idea that Tails has two names. He has his legal name, which is Miles Prower, and his preferred name, which is Tails. But then there's the scene at the end of the Sonic movie, spoilers, where, spoilers, he says Miles Tails Prower, and I geeked out so hard. End spoiler.
What is your end goal?
If you guys haven't seen Sonic Movie 2 yet,
It
What the
varies.
fuck
Sometimes
are you
it's a
waiting for?
spinning
Go watch
sign,
it.
Sometimes it's a big old ring.
No, I mean, what
I
do you
love
want to
that.
accomplish?
I love that response.
Oh.
Some people picked it apart, but
Gather up
I
the
feel like
chaos
that
emerald and
is
save my
definitely
friends.
And you're sure that is wise?
definitely
Kind of the
something
story of
he
my
would
life.
say. It's like, oh,
Voice
it's sometimes
like
it's a big
Nancy.
ring, sometimes it's a gold sign.
if
It
there's something
changes.
disaster?
If they
It all
wanna start
depends on what
trouble,
the
I'll
PR
stop them
team
too.
wants.
You certainly make it
Kimberly
sound
was saying the
simple.
way his ears move in this
But
scene
your
also makes the
arrogance
game
will be
so
your
great. They're
undoing.
good old triangles, perfect for emoting.
Look,
Yeah,
either stop being
they're-
cryptic and tell me
all
what's
of
going
the
on, or
emotions are
skedaddle.
very well done here.
There would be no point.
Love videos. The chicken crossed the road most likely because it felt like it, and it wanted to get to the other side. I
Nice
love these
find.
little old boys.
Take it on over to Tails. I'm gonna keep moving.
This is Tails' Coco, and you can't convince me otherwise.
Collect vault keys. Alright. Well. Where's the closest big chair? Ah, yeah. I need to sit down. They even got the cute little goggles right. I love it. Love it so much. Get me some, but I don't want to pay for them. Then I went to the store, came back. I feel like that's like a phrase from a song or something. Fatal error. I recognize it, but I don't. It's one of those weird things. Like, I feel like I should know that, but I don't. No, the chicken lives in Ohio. But yeah, little things like that. The fact, the emotes are so well done here. They really are. And I love them. Whoa! Okay, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, whoops. That's the wrong button. Woo! That was a little close. The skipping of rails can get you sometimes, as you have seen. Mind if I share something that Unleashed fans might enjoy? Go absolutely right ahead, Kimberly. Feel free to talk about whatever. I'm happy to chat about random things. Not literally give me some Skittles. I just found it as a meme. I get you. I get you. But yeah, feel free, Kimberly. We're here to talk about random shit and have fun with Sonic. So if you've got something that you feel like, us Sonic fans would enjoy, or Unleashed fans in specific would enjoy, you go right for it.
Nice.
You can thank Kimbo Sabe for that command. I don't know if Kimbo Sabe is around, but they are a pretty frequent viewer around here, and they suggested that command, so you can thank them for it.
Yes.
Yes. That is, for Skull 902, not courtesy of, but it's there for him. There are a few commands that are also courtesy of Skull 902. When you use those, you'll notice that the bot immediately credits him, because he's a good guy and he deserves some credit. Go check him out, if you haven't already. So I'm going to be part of a staff for Leadership Retreat, where groups are divided by color team, and the leaders can bring any mascot in their color. Since I got the Navy team, I'm bringing the Werehog. That's awesome, Kimberly. I love that. I love that so much. I hope you have a lot of fun with that. That sounds like it could be a great old time, and I hope you have a great time with it. There are 3 countries that are stronger than others. Well, I mean, strength is relative, so it only makes sense that some would be stronger than others. Of course, Kimberly, but yeah, that's awesome! Spider Plush, Tails is not answering your question. He's busy trying to work on something. I don't know what you're trying... Are you trying to trigger memory card fatal error? Because member card isn't a command. If you're ever curious what my commands are, you can just issue the commands command, and it'll tell you. China, Russia, USA. Yeah, those would probably be the 3 strongest. Give or take. It varies. So, it's okay, fatal error. I think you were trying to go for memory card and was just typoing, which happens to the best of us. Speed. I am speed. Fart on me. That's it. I also live in the good old US of A.
You don't have enough memory in the memory card.
See, you got there. It's all good. Let's kick some squid ass.
Mr. Squidward! What did I tell you about interrupting me counting me money, boy?
I don't know why my brain just instantly goes to SpongeBob, but sure. Yes, squid. Everybody's favorite meme.
Nice.
A little bit of a trickier if you throttle back and tap boost button, you can infinite boost without having to do the figure 8. You just tap boost. Dead! Fatal error. Tails doesn't feel like answering questions today, I guess. Where'd the gear go, though? Oh, I hear it. There it is. Yay! What I came here for! Now we can go into the giant chair. How many... Well... that way. By the way, do I like your profile? I did notice you changed your profile pic. It's kind of hard to see because it's so tiny. Let me see if I can see a bigger one of it.
Scopelli.
It's Sonic. That does look pretty good. That does look pretty good. Welcome in, Great Waluigi, entering in with a Scopelli. How are you doing? I hope that you're well. I hope that you, managed to get your computer fixed, by the way. Because I remember last time I saw you, you were saying that you had to get your computer fixed up because it was, kicking you off the internet, which is never a fun thing. Love videos, got a bucket of chicken. I hope you enjoy the foods. Sonic plush I got for Big Bro's birthday. Awesome. But yeah, it does look... It's always nice to have people have things that they like in their profile images. Like, I have Tails as my profile picture because of course I do. Love videos. If you're looking for my commands, you can't just invent them. There is a set list of commands, which can be found by using the commands command. So that you can command my commands command. And yes, I was challenging myself to see how many times I could say command in one sentence. I love the Cyberspace music. Doing alright, thank you. Yeah, it's acting up still. Dad's planning on moving the internet box to be closer so the connection's better. How's everybody? I'm doing pretty well. Dying, but that's not a shock. My sister likes playing Tails in Sonic Mania Plus. I like playing Tails in any game that it's possible to do that in. Because of course I do. Hey! I love the music in Cyberspace stages, was what I was saying before I died. Yeah, Tails is such a good boy, and I love him. Guess the flag's level easy. I have no idea what you're talking about, love videos, but sure. Alright, let's go for the red star, because why not? Imagine if Tails was in every game. Please! Tails needs to be playable. I'm so excited for him to be playable again. It's not even funny how excited I am for him to be playable again. The videos, I still don't know what you're on about, but okay. Screw me. As usual, when I'm in the middle of one of these, I'm gonna grab a assistance tool and keep track of deaths myself. I'll catch up on the death counter when I'm out of the cyberspace level. KK. This music bops and this music is a bop, it's a bop. Yeah, I would love if they put Tails playable in more games. As I said, I'm so excited for him to be playable. The Last of Us featuring Tails. I mean, if he wants to be in other franchises, I'm cool with that. Like, you start at an easy flag, and it gets easier and easier. So, like, you start easy, and then it just gets easier. That's, like, not the point of a game. The point of a game is to have levels get more difficult as you go on, not easier. Though I've seen games that start out ridiculously hard to get easier. I don't like those, but that's personal preference. If that's your kind of game, then you go. I'd rather it start easy and then get more challenging as you actually learn what the hell you're doing! Which I don't. I very, very, very clearly don't know what the fuck I'm doing. That's not unusual for these streams. Oh, come on! What the fuck am I supposed to do there? Like, seriously? E.T. for the Atari would have been so much better if Tails was in it. I've never played E.T. for the Atari, but I've definitely heard of the epic fail that was E.T. for Atari. Yes! Got it. Okay, but it's just a challenge. Fair enough. As I said, there's no ill meant. I'm just saying, personally, I feel like games should start easy and get harder as you go, not the other way around. There we go. All the red star rings. I need 3 deaths, which brings me 5, 6, 7, 8 deaths. Alright, let's go with the S rank. It's 255. That's not too bad. I should be able to do that. Especially when I don't have to focus on other shit. Are you trying to challenge me to something? Because I just don't understand what you're trying to get at, Love Videos. I'm sorry. There are no flags in this game that I know of. Do I know of Nathaniel Bandy? Yes, I do know of Nathaniel Bandy. As well as his evil doppelganger, Nathaniel Nandy. I think he's a pretty good content creator. I've watched a few of his videos. Okay, come on, give me the platform. And I have a triggered Sonic playlist. Yep. I'm pretty sure I've watched all of his how Sonic the something, you know, how Sonic something triggered you. That's how I got into his channel, was his, do I know Peter Netter? I feel like I've heard the name, but I don't, it doesn't ring any bells. I feel like I might know them, but it's spot. I'm dead. Love Videos, I don't know what you want of me. 9! There, have 9! I've died 9 times. Because I haven't counted one death. Oh, I'm not gonna time you out for that. Oh. Well. I'm sorry he called you a-hole. Were you being an a-hole? It's like, if you were, then say it with V, but, I've died twice more, so... That's 8, 9, that's set in 10. I think he has a cardboard... Oh, he called Eggman an a-hole. Eggman is an a-hole. Like, he's the villain. It's his job to be an asshole to everybody. And he has done some pretty naughty shit. He freaking... One of Kimberly's favorite games, Sonic Unleashed, he freaking blows up the Earth. In Sonic Adventure 2, Vindo's favorite Sonic game, he blows up half the fucking moon. So I think calling him an asshole is founded. But, to each their own. Let me tell you about this cool guy called Dylan. Well, that's sure as hell not me, because I ain't cool. but thank you nonetheless, Spider Flesh. Whee! And how does Sonic the Hedgehog trigger you? He called him that because he captured animals. Well, yeah. As I said, like, I get it. I can't wrong him for calling Eggman an a-hole because he was doing evil things. Because oh crap! I don't know what that's the flag for. Look, it goes. Sorry. Death Plus is a command reserved for me, so unfortunately that command's gonna do nothing. Because I restricted that command because there was a viewer that was spamming it and it got on my nerves, so I restricted it so that stuff like that can't happen. Because that's how I keep track of my death counter. Welcome in, Shadow the Hedgehog, as I die again. Fuck me. How are you doing today, Shadow? I hope you're doing well. Well, gotta get going now. Good luck on Chaos Emerald Island, and take care. Thank you so much for coming by on Jolly Snowman. I hope you have a good day at work. If you have enjoyed the stream, I hope to see you again. Sorry I wasn't here last week. I missed it by 8 minutes. It's okay. There's no obligation to be here. I just appreciate if you guys are. You know, you be here as you can and as you desire it. There's no devout need to be here. I just appreciate if you guys are. If you have a good time here, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Those 3 things really help me out. This channel is growing, so I'm all for making it continue to do so. If you guys would be so inclined. I don't think I'm getting the S rank. I'm not even gonna try for the S rank again, I don't think. Because I'm hilariously bad at this. Yeah. No! Great job on 122 subscribers. Thank you muchly. I'm out of here. Thank you muchly. How many keys do I need? Because if I need, like... I've got 3, I need more. Sonic is wearing his, soap shoes. That's why his shoes are different. I have him in his soap shoes. Because... soap shoes. Because they look cool, was what I was trying to say. As I get him up in the air. Also, fight through gravity! I love the fact, it's not a feature, it's not a glitch, it's a feature! I love that you can just hang there. Actually from Sonic Adventure 2 would be the original source of those shoes. Though they do look like his, Sonic Prime shoes as well, you're not wrong. Yeah, how are you doing? More videos. Are you trying to get me to guess what flags those are? Because I am hilariously bad at any sort of geography, though I think one of the last one there is Japan's? Question mark? I don't know what you're after. Excavator! It looks like a tower. Yeah, you are correct. Up, up, up. Oh, ow. I'm not dead. I got flung back though. Oh. Don't grab on. Oh, come on. I know what I meant to do. Is this a mini-boss, or is it a boss and you're so fucking bad? This is a mini-boss, and I am very bad at it. Thank you for noticing. There we go. I more or less didn't know what it wanted me to do. That's the problem. And now I do. Now I can kick its ass. You were saying, Mr. Ultimate Life Form? Bah! Boom. But yeah, that was... What was that? A gear? That was a portal gear so that I can unlock this big chair. See? Bonk. Power on. It's a Sega Game Gear. So that I can go into cyberspace. Oh. That was a fun noise to make, but it hurt my throat. I believe that's Hong Kong's flag. It says HK, so I'm imagining Hong Kong. Brother is playing Minecraft. Well, I hope your brother has fun, Shadow. I hope that you have fun watching me play Frontiers. As I enter Green Hill Zone with a bop of the track. All of these cyberspace levels. 10 out of 10 on the music. Whee! Just go fast. I want the S rank. Oh, I missed one of the RSRs. That's fine. No 3, please. Yeah! Handily S-ranked! Alright, let's try again for the 30 rings in the RSRs. No death because I made progress. Same rules that I gave Vinya. As long as I make progress, it's not a death. Alright, I have a feeling I've got to stay on this upper route. I can focus on being a little more precise about my motions now, so I don't have to worry about the launch. I still want to go generically fast, but I don't have to be as anal about it as I was. Okay. I don't know where I would have missed it, but sure. carefully. I've got all but one. Shout out to the guy who invented bubble wrap. Yeah, they were trying to make a shower curtain that you couldn't see through, but they failed. And instead we got bubble wrap. Also progress. So try again. Take care, Shadow. Thank you for coming by. I hope you have a good day. That's the only place I haven't really been. Oh, crap. Well, that's death. But the nice thing is that I found where their RSR is. It is indeed down there. There's no way for you to give me money, and that's an absurd amount of it. Please save it for yourself. So, if you want me to try and guess the flag, I will do that for free! Hey there, Kimosabe, how are you doing? I was just talking about you earlier. You are a little bit late, but that's not a problem. As I was telling somebody earlier, it's, not an obligation by any means to be here. I just hope you have fun when you are. I just died again. I need to take the mid route there. So yeah, how are you doing today, Kimosabe? We're playing some Sonic Frontiers. We're gonna be freeing Tails today. So I need to take the middle road. Jump down. Woo! Okay. Don't get lasered. There's the RSR. Okay, cool. Now I just need to finish. Come on, Sonic! And there we go. But yeah, how is everybody doing? I hope you're all well. I need to give myself 2 deaths. How many times have I died? So I can do the math. I've died 17 times already. I'm back, says Love Videos. Welcome back. Cool. That reminds me, yesterday I was, oh, cutscene!
I have found a possible scenario for your escape.
It's about time. Report.
After reviewing your entire campaign history, I have found the most optimal course of action is to create an alliance with Sonic.
What?
No!
But together you stopped the Ark, overcame Neo Metal. You...
I don't want to hear it. Those alliances were purely out of desperation.
But time is running out.
I don't want to hear it. Find me another option.
Mike Pollock's Eggman,
Your
my
tenacity
god.
is legendary, but I do wish you'd reconsider.
I love Mike Pollock as Eggman. He does such a good job. Get the Chaos Emerald. Why are you joining it with a high pitched? I don't know what you're meaning. If you're saying, why am I trying to do Eggman? Because I feel like it. Because I can. Because this is my stream. And I'll do whatever I want. I also just got myself a drink so that I can cure the high-pitched part because my throat is a little dry. Excuse me. Kimosabe apparently did a gameplay yesterday. They might upload it later on. Nice. I wish you the best of luck. YouTubing stuff is hard, but it is a pretty fun thing if you just let your... Basically, I'll tell you the same thing that a lot of creators tell people, which is do something you love, and then people will follow. You know, it's don't just do things because people want you to, even though that can be part of it. You gotta do some things for you. So I hope you have fun with it. Keep having fun with it. Love Videos has apparently been permitted to eat in their bedroom. I hope you enjoy the foods. Also, Mom and our dog and the rest of my family. Also, my mom and our dog. Oh, you guys are chilling while the rest of your family's in Disney World. Well, I hope that they have some fun and that you guys can enjoy some time having house to yourself. Will y'all be playing HE Sonic Frontiers at 3 to 4 price AA? I got Sonic Adventure DX from 25 years ago. At 3/4 price. HE Sonic Frontiers price AA. I got Sonic Frontiers from 29. Kitty Cat, I'm afraid I don't really understand what you're saying. If you're asking if I'll play Sonic Adventure DX, I can absolutely play that game. If you're asking me if I'll be playing HG Sonic Frontiers, I already am. Oh, so I might... Okay, yeah. Okay, I get you. I get you, Kamisabe. But yeah, I hope you had fun with it. That's like 90% of the point. Not eating right now because you're not hungry. Fair enough. Close up! Oh, you're telling me that you're playing Sonic Adventure DX. Okay, well, I hope you have
I've lost
a
count
good
of how many
time
times you've saved me
with
from the
it.
hazard
Is that the
here.
great
It is
game?
my function.
It really is.
I live to serve.
You've exceeded your function. I'm
This
very
game is
impressed
also
with you,
awesome.
Sage. No, I'm proud of you.
I would suggest getting your hands on Frontiers if you haven't already. It's a good game. It is a little pricey, but I paid $70 for it, because I got the digital deluxe, and it's worth it. But I'd rather eat Japanese or Chinese food. I've never had Japanese food, so by default I have to say Chinese. Chinese food is good. However, I would like to try Japanese food. Yeah, I bought this game right on launch day for, I believe it was $70 for the digital deluxe. Don't quote me on that. It was either 60 or 70. It's the third game ever I bought at full retail price, and I don't regret this one. The other two being Forza Horizon 4, which I do regret, and Sonic Colors Ultimate, which I regret quite a lot. But you know what they say, save the best for last, even if I'm a bit late, but I'm happy to be here, yeah. Fair enough. I appreciate you being here at all. As I was saying, there's no obligation to be here at any specific time or for any length of time. I just hope you have fun with it when you are. I apologize if my chat reading is a little poor today. Frontiers is a very demanding game as far as attention goes, but I'm trying my best. Me who hates both. Fair enough. To each their own. Welcome in, Mighty Inferno. How are you doing today? Yes, happy Sunday, happy Sunday.
Sunday at Dylan's Streamathon.
Good, says Mighty Inferno. Good to hear. Good to hear. Poor Tails. I just want to hug him.
Am I a burden to you?
I'm doing pretty well, Mighty Inferno.
Thank
Thank you for asking.
Well thought out concern.
Enjoying some very well written tales. Some people have issues with this. This is what we needed after the shit show that was Forces. Tails realizing he'd fucked up.
Hey, who was it who stopped Eggman from blowing up Station Square?
And these references?
Who broke me out of prison or saved me from the Deadly Six's trap?
Then I'm wildly inconsistent.
Dude, relax.
You're not a burden, Tails.
Got
No,
brains
he
like
is
Eggman,
not.
Speed like me, and can fly with your butt.
Butt captor.
It's okay if you still need help sometimes. That's just part of growing up.
Yeah, this scene, the first time I saw it,
to be so insightful?
I was just about in tears. Because it's such a lovely moment, and I love the shit out of it.
They say the bridge is out.
I'm sure we can fix that. I'll have a look around.
And that shot of Tails right there, just serious Tails. And Tails is absolutely not a burden. I want to hug him and like comfort him and reassure him that he is anything but a burden. He's adorable. He's a genius. And he deserves all the love in the world. Alright, let's see if I can do this first try. I highly, highly doubt it.
Do it for Tails!
I don't think I've ever had Japanese food. I haven't, for certain. Spider Flesh, I don't believe that I have ever had Japanese food, ever. So that's why I was saying I'd like to try it, but I can't say if I like it because I have yet to do so. Jumping equals bridges down. Yes. Yeah. It works. Come on, come on, come on. First try, first try, first try, first try, first try. Come on, Sonic, you gotta go faster. Go fast. No, don't go up, go down. What kind of bullshit is that? I got hit like 20 times in a row. Of course I died. I'm pissed at that. Yeah, Chinese food is good. Chinese food is really good. Jeez. Yeah, exactly. I got hit like 20 times there. So it's like, what do you mean I failed? That's bull. I would like to try their Japanese snacks. Yeah, I'd like to try some Japanese food too, not gonna lie. Alright, let's try not to die this time. Bridge the gap is the challenge. Happens all the time. I apologize if I got a little salty there. I was just like, what do you mean? I was doing so well. I got so far, and then it was like, no. forgot how annoying this thing is. Talking about food is making me hungry now. There. Honestly, slightly same. Because I had a later lunch today, so I am... Talking about food is only making that more apparent. No! Come on. Can you not spin around like a dink? Alright, come on. Come on, go, go. Fall. Don't go up, go down. I'm gonna run out of time. I'm so close! It's one of the rules. I gotta talk about food in every stream. I mean, pretty much. It's one of the soft-spoken rules. I was like 20 feet from the ground there. As Mighty Inferno puts it, oof! Big oof! Oop.
No!
Don't worry, you got this. Thank you, Kimosade. I was so close. I forget how annoying this level is. It's a cool idea, but it is very hard. You can do it, Dylan says, Mighty Inferno. Thank you much. Can't wait to load mods on Sonic Adventure. Yeah, mods are fun. Just make sure you get them from reputable sources and you run virus checks, because there are some naughty mods out there that will do all sorts of bad stuff. I'm not running any mods. This is just fresh out of the box, vanilla Frontiers. I'm not opposed to modding at all. I used to be. I'm not anymore. I was honestly only opposed to them because I was told incorrectly that most of them are viruses, which is wrong. There are a few that are, and you've got to be careful. But, okay, that guy obliterated me again. I got blended. Anybody for pureed hedgehog? Yeah, Game Banana is a good place to go. In Spider Plus, you're fine. I swear like a sailor over here, so... I'm not gonna yell at you for swearing. I probably out of saltiness said the F-bomb a few times. Yeah, Game Banana is a good resource. Sonic's smile gives you a determination. Yeah, Sonic's, most mods can't viruses. Yeah. Honestly, it was just a case of, like, I wanted to be over careful. But nowadays, it's like, as long as I run them through something like Virus Total, I'm fine. There we go. Come on, go, go, go. Good luck with basketball shots. Love videos. Oh, come on. You publish mods on Game Banana. Cool! I would like to try and make a mod. I just, I would need the time to do so, which is something that I don't really have. I'm not gonna make it. I barely played Sonic Frontier, so never mind. Did you just not even get to this point? Which is fair. This level is annoying. Come on. Let's do this! Death number 21, let's go! Let's hear it for Death 21! The music is amazing. Which, did you guys hear? Did you guys hear that they're apparently going to be increasing the budget for the next Sonic game, which is awesome because, yeah, let's go. More money means they can do more things, hopefully.
When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life
like,
take the lemons back.
Very exciting, yes indeed. Oh, come on.
You don't have enough memory in the memory card.
9! I love 9. Thanks for the alert, cat. Fun fact, 85% of Sonic 3 era mods are possible, 95% remain in Sonic 3 on Genesis. True! Also, fun fact, I 100% died again. I made it so close, but I made it so far. Let's try this again. 22! Let's give it up for 22. Come on! I ran through a lump of air, says Kitty Cat. Nice. I was hoping somebody'd pick up on the ghost joke there.
Emotional damage.
If you had the power to stop the Sonic series
Emotional damage.
After any one game, which game would you want to be the finale and why? I don't want it to stop.
Emotional damage.
Like, none of them? Not so far, at least. Like, I don't feel like Sonic has, like, a proper finale game. If I had to, if it was like, okay, you must choose one game and then that's it, then I feel like Frontiers would be at least a solid note to go out on. But I definitely want more. I want to see what Sonic Team is going to do with that increased budget. I want to see what they do with the fact that they've had their first real success in years. I'm hoping that they take full advantage of it. That they make an amazing game. That they make Tails playable right from the get-go. And that they get rid of this stupid freaking fall level as I die again. I'm right there. If I had 5 more seconds, I would be done with this bullshittery, but okay. I'm watching another YouTube channel on my iPad too. Well, I hope you enjoy this stream and whatever else you may be watching. I'm not gonna give up, don't worry. I apologize if I'm boring some people. I'm trying to get through this level. Because I realize watching the same thing 27 times is not at all entertaining. Come on. You got 46 seconds and ticking. Okay, go. Go! Oh, I picked the wrong hole. Black Knight would also be a good point to lead it on. Yeah. Okay, I've got 10 seconds. Come on. 8, 7, 6, 5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Yes!
Emotional damage.
Yes! Just made it.
Nice.
Thank God. Woohoo!
Nice.
Emerald! Victory! Yes, Kimosabe, thank heavens. Victory.
They say this was the last of the defensive measures.
Way to go. Your hero will be thrilled with all your hard work.
Let's go! Kitty Cat was saying this level wouldn't have been a nightmare if it were to be like in Sonic 3 or Sonic 2 or something. Because first, no homing attack. And second, falling speed is 25% faster. Agreed.
Forget that.
Agreed.
I won't.
Also, the Coco just died. Rip. It's really sad, but it's also really sweet. Yeah, that's about where I sit on it. Oh, it's Starfall. Yeah, Cocos are adorable. I need to collect memory tokens. And of course it's Starfall as I need to do this. Where do I need to go? Where am I, first of all? Where are my manners? It's really nice that you're finally free to just do what you want. It's really nice that you're finally free to just let it go after doing a job well done. That would mean a lot. Yeah! What is that PS1 game looking thing? The slot machine or the Starbit knockoffs? Dark Souls creature come at night. Oh, the robot guys. Yeah, they. I forget what the game calls. I just call them robots. They're like guardians from the ancient. They're ancient guardians. Okay. I don't know. In other words. Oh, it is night, so I can do this challenge quickly. Ah, damn it. I wasn't fast enough. Alright, how many memory tokens do I need? Well, I can't find out. Fine. Is there a werehog mod? I don't know. If there isn't, there should be.
Fortress!
Would call them a cat. Blows up! Blows up! Blows up! Blows up! You get the idea. I'm just thinking, imagine combining all the best elements of Unleashed Black Knight and Frontiers in one Sonic game. That would be epic. That would be absolutely freaking amazing. If we are like planning the end of the Sonic the Hedgehog series, that would be a solid way to go out. Is just be like, let's combine the greatest hits. I think I might have to deal with Fortress in order for it to let me see what the frick I'm doing, but I really don't want to deal with Fortress.
What's a final fortress?
As they would put it. Oh, thank heavens. Good, good. I don't have to deal with it. I do... Yeah, I'm out of here. How many tokens do I need? Well, that's just a thingamabob. Well, there's lots of memory tokens, like, here, so let's go that way. The artistry of Unleashed, characterization, frontiers, and theming of Black Knight. Yes! That would be a game that I would be okay with that being, like, the end of it. Especially if Tails got some story time attention, that would be... Like, as I said, I don't want the series to end, but if it absolutely had to go out with a bang. Will I revisit Sonic Heroes? Absolutely! I feel like, I should play Sonic Frontiers on stream. I've played it personally, I've never played it on stream before, so it wouldn't so much be a revisit as it would, for the channel as it would be a revisit for myself. But I do absolutely want to play that again. I'd like to, I try not to have too many games going at once because then I forget what games I have going. Like right now I've got Frontiers and Yakuza 0 that I know I have to finish on the channel. Assuming you guys want me to. But I would like to play Sonic Heroes at some point in time. Imagine combining every Sonic game ever into one super epic games, including the Tiger Electric games. Yeah. I feel like that'd be a little too much, but I get the idea. I do like the idea of, like, taking the best of every Sonic game we've had and combining it into, like, one conglomerate, like, really beautiful story that has elements from all of them, but has nothing to do with any of them. But that's a lot to ask for. Do I own the Nintendo the Switch Wii Sports thingamabob? That's name I can't remember. Because there's not enough memory in the memory card. I don't, but I do own the original Wii Sports. I would say I'd play that, but I don't know how interesting that'd be, being that I still hide behind, the Tails. I feel like that's something, like, I know when Vindo did it, actually seeing him fail in real time at it was a lot of fun, so I feel like that's something I'd have to do after I'm comfortable with, like, a face reveal. So, not in the reasonable future, maybe someday, is gonna be my answer. Vindo as Santa Claus in Wii Sports was amazing. Yes! It absolutely was. But I'm just saying, like, half the fun of that is seeing the expressions on Vindo's face, or at least it is for me. Also, I don't know if I'm going the right way. Random question, do you think Five Nights at Freddy's is the scariest game made or no? I've never played it. I'm not one for horror games. You'll probably never see me play a horror game. Because I get scared as all get out at them. Fun little factoid that I'm probably gonna get made fun of for. I did play Undertale. I did not realize that Undertale was a horror game. So when I hit the end of Undertale, and some things happened that mean that you realize that Flowey is not going to be helping you out and is going to indeed be trying to murder you as your game literally looks like it's freaking glitching out and is corrupted and is all sorts of fucked up. Scared the living shit out of me. I had nightmares about that for days. The game is in my Steam library, hidden away, so that I never play it again. So yeah, you will probably never see me play a horror game here. because it's just not, it's not fun for me. It just gives me nightmares. Vindo Santa Claus was a hilarious thing. I don't want to die, please. I don't want to die. Wait. I didn't die. Asking you shall receive moment there. Vindo as Santa Claus was hilarious. I need to go this way. Played some of it and it was scary, understandable, yeah. Like, some of it I didn't mind. I thought it had a really good story. I would have been fine if it would have just ended where I thought it would end. When it's like, okay, you've saved the day, yippee, time to go home. And then it's like, but no! That is the power of Vin, Kimberly. The fact that he can just say the randomest shit and all of us laugh. That is his gift. I have power. I've got the power! Alright. RT in the air, B night. Cool. Yeah, FNAF, I'm assuming that I knew right out of the gate was unquestionably a horror game, so I was like, no! RTX? Cool. Unlocking powers is always a good thing. I'm getting powerful. I'm upgrading Sonic. Bendo is our comedic YouTube dad, and we're all children listening to his stories. That doesn't sound weird. That's honestly kind of wholesome. There is a map piece right here. Yeah, Kimosabe, everybody's tolerance for horror is certainly different. I know people who are absolutely, like, ogle over some much more horrific things than Undertale and FNAF. And I mean no ill to you guys. Horror's just not my thing, personally. But if you like it, all the more power to you. There are 11 people in my chat. Well, hello to all 11 of you. I hope you're all having a good time and enjoying yourselves. I'm just having some fun. We're making our way through Chaos Island.
Hey, little bro. Feeling better?
Saving my floofy boy.
This whole experience gave me a kind of clarity. When this is all over, I think I need to go it alone for a while.
Tails solo game when?
Always fall back on you.
Please,
If that's
Sega.
okay.
I need a Tails adventure too.
You're free to go your own way. I guess you just grew up on me a little faster than I expected.
I need it, and I want it, and I... Shut up and take my money.
You?
Yeah, don't push it.
I love this scene so much.
It's gonna take some
You're
getting
gonna
used
capture
to.
that, as a matter of fact.
Here's to you reaching new heights, partner.
He's gonna fly us so we can reach the highest of all the heavens. This scene is so wholesome. I've said this before, but I'm really scared of the 82 Hulk show for some reason. Haven't watched a single episode. Fair enough, Spider-Plush. Tails and Sonic's relationship in this game broke me. Yes! It's so pure! Look at Sage! Sage is like breaking down about it. She's turning good! Because their friendship is so amazing. And I love it. And then there's this shit. This would strike so much harder if you didn't have the na-na-nas going on in the background. Because the na-na-nas just make me laugh. Yeah, and I know Sega has done stuff like that for Tails before, but it's... I would love if they put Tails back in the spotlight actively. Like, he deserves it. Please, Sega. This is, Sage having memories, as Himosabe has just said, Sage just learned how to love. Because she saw the brotherly love between Sonic and Tails, and it struck her so hard that she was corrupted with the power of friendship. So that's why she's glitching white and sobbing, is because she's like realizing that she is, that their friendship is just so pure. She wants that. She wants a actual relationship with Eggman. She wants him to be able to love her back, basically. Like, that's really, like, Sage's emotional awakening, if you will, and it's... God. Just talking about it makes me want to cry, because it's just like, it's so pure. Because Sage is just like, I just want a family. That's so confusing. It honestly is if you think about it too much. Don't think about it too much. Just let it be cute and wholesome. Don't think about it too much, because honestly, it's the same thing, sort of thing that happened to Gamma when he saw the flickies. He was like, oh, you know, I actually should care about this stuff instead of trying to destroy it all, you know? And then he goes ahead and kills all his brethren, but that's a story for another time. I know there's a way to get up there. You know, as I got older, there's more value in Sonic franchise's main two topics: freedom and friendship. It becomes a lot more meaningful after growing up and processing those ideals. Agreed, Kimosabe. Or, Kimberly, sorry. 2 Ks in chat, getting mixed together. That's my bad. But yeah, honestly, you hit the nail right on the head there. Like, it is amazing. As I've grown up with the Sonic franchise, I've been into the Sonic franchise since 20... I got introduced to the Sonic franchise in 2010, wouldn't have been in it actively until 2016. So those were some of the most forming years of my life, and like, as I continue to age up, like, my respect for this series continues to grow, and it's so good. Like, there's, as you said, the freedom and the friendship and the familial bond that can be formed even when there is no blood relation. Like, that's something that strikes right home. Because, I don't know about you guys, but there is very much, to me, such thing as found family. Family that's not made of blood, but is made instead of love. Because Tails and Sonic aren't related by blood. They aren't brothers by genetics. But they are very much brothers by the fact of that they love and respect each other and care for each other very much. And I adore the dynamic. Some people honestly forget that Tails isn't like Sonic's blood brother, but he might as well be, is what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. Like, friendship seems so simple as a child, nothing too deep about it. But actually developing a friendship with a friend, pretty much the Sonic to my Tails, having the idea of losing that is scary. It is. I've been in situations where I've lost friendships that I thought were everything to me. It's hard, but you know, that's what makes us us, is, you know, you have friends that will actually stick with you through thick and thin. As you put it, the Sonic to your Tails or the Tails to your Sonic, in my case. It's just that sort of friendship is something that I can't imagine having a friend like that. It would be, you know, that's the kind of friendship I hope to have one day. Mighty Inferno was saying, is anyone confused about the fact that some people ship Tails to Sonic? My opinion is cute, even though I don't ship them, and I don't judge other people's opinions. Oh, boy. So, I'm gonna say very, 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 very little on Tails, because the problem is that is what a lot of people call a pro ship, i.e. it's a problematic ship. Because Tails is canonically 8, and Sonic is canonically 13. So neither of them should be thinking any sort of naughty thoughts. However, I do agree that they are quite cute together. This is all I will say on the topic. So yeah, I'm not one to judge people, but that is one of the most quickly and most frequently judged ships I have ever seen in this franchise, so I am going to say ridiculously little about it. Because I don't want my ass handed to me. Well, at least you agree a little. Yeah. Like, yes, I agree they are cute together, but, it's just, the problem is that the franchise as a whole, there are only a handful of characters that are of age, and therefore could/should be shipped. And everybody else is kind of like, it's up to who you talk to. And being that I'm on the public internet right now, I'm keeping my big mouth shut. But yes, Sonic and Tails are cute together. And they have an amazing bond. Whether it goes further than that, I'm leaving that up to you, the viewer. They can just be brothers, they can be something else. That's not my place to judge. I wonder how old Elise is. I don't know. I don't think they ever gave her a canon age. Or if they did, I just didn't pay attention to it, because I've never played Sonic 06. I don't have the, I should look into playing Project 06 one of these days, actually. I need Tails memory. Yeah, probably, like, I was gonna say she's probably, like, at least in her late teens, early 20s. Though she certainly doesn't act it all the time. Oh, crap. At least I didn't get penalized for that. Alright, how many tokens do I need? Because I need to hurry this up. 7. Sorry, I got chat. I've been playing 15 to 16 according to Google. Thanks, Kimosabe. I apologize if I've been more chatty than game playing. It's just, it's really good to talk to you guys sometimes and just to hang out and chat. That's like half the point of these streams. The other half being that we actually play the game. Kimosa, or Kimberly, you're fine. I will blather on all day. After developing a platonic friendship and having a found family, the Sonic series idea on a friendship means way more to me than it did as a kid, especially in this game. It does. Like, as I said, the idea of found family, my family is weird. Because found family was always like a constant thing for me. most of my family isn't related to me by blood implicitly. Like, it's just friends that became family. And as such, like, the idea that you have to be a blood relation to be family, just, I don't agree with that. I feel like your family is the people who love you and will support you to the ends of the earth. It doesn't matter if they have the same DNA as you or not. And I do love the idea that Sonic and Tails have that sort of relationship. That they're just found family. Take that, Fortress. I don't know if Shadow's still around, but if so, I just kicked that Fortress's ass. So take that, Ultimate Life Form, JK. Yeah, I love the fact that they have that sort of relationship. As I said, it's something amazing to see, because, as I said, growing up, a lot of my family, like, obviously, yes, some of it was blood related, but a lot of it was just like, oh, well, here's your relative that's not really a relative, but it didn't matter. And some people think that's weird. I'm glad that you guys aren't amongst them. Oh no, Spider Plush was asking Tails about something, and Tails is absolutely certain that it ain't happening. I'm sorry, Spider Plush. Sometimes Tails can be a little harsh. Okay, so that has to be my last tile down there. Let's do this. Got it! I do like doing map puzzles. The map puzzles are, they're a little challenging, but they're good. Sometimes friends are family, and sometimes friends are more importantly than family. 110% agree. 110% agree. I'm not even gonna lie on that one. Like, obviously, I'm very close to some family members, but I have friends that are way closer than my family. And it's just, that's just the way it be. I have a best friend, and she and I are very close, almost like we're sisters. Yeah, stuff like that. I used to have a friend, that was, him and I may as well have basically been brothers. Unfortunately, that friendship fell into a million pieces after some very difficult things happened that I won't get into because it's not my story to tell. But yeah, I do understand and respect that sort of relationship, because I did used to have one myself. It's okay, Kimberly. I can look back on the memories. That's the way I tell it to myself. And honestly, like, though, as I said, it's not my story to tell, I can understand why it happened. There was a lot of nonsense happening at that point in time, and it was too much for both of us to handle. We handled it in different ways, and we just kind of grew apart. Sometimes that happens. I still consider him a friend. He's just not as close as he used to. So, but I'm blathering. I'm sorry to lay that on you guys. That probably sounds worse than it is, but yeah, as I said, I don't really feel that bad about it anymore. At the time, it was really, like, flooring, but as I said, I have good memories. I can look back on. I've still got friends that are basically family. I've got all of you amazing folk that watch my streams for whatever random ass reason. This game is really old, so you probably haven't heard of it, but it's kind of like Angry Birds. Have you ever heard of Gunbound? Well, I've heard of Angry Birds. That's for sure. I feel like everybody's heard of Angry Birds, though. As far as the other one, I'm afraid I haven't heard of that one, no. Though you were kind of expecting that, so at least I'm not disappointing you. I had a friend, then he said something really messed up. Yeah. So, as I said, sometimes friendships just fall apart. I've had friendships that have blown up into smithereens. In kind of hilarious manners, looking back at it. Like, as I said, at the time, heart-wrenching. Absolutely, like, horrible. Now, looking back at it, it's just like, oh, well, that was funny. You know, like, that exploded. But yeah, Akimo Sabe, I've heard of Angry Birds, but not Gundam. To answer your
I've been studying this door while you were exploring the island.
Door!
It sounded like it unlocked from the inside.
Great. So, how do we open it?
My older brother played
See
that
that
game
switch
a lot
next
in
to
his
the
child,
door?
in your childhood.
I think
Nice.
it'll react to the cyber energy stored in your
Fun
body.
thing that you might want to do is
No
go back and
telling
play
what's
that
on the
game.
other
I know
side,
I have a lot of
but
fun
I'm
with like
betting
older
it's important.
games that I haven't played.
Approach
in,
it
like,
whenever you're ready.
eons.
I'm always ready.
Yeah, as Kimberly puts it, it sucks when friendships end, especially when they mean no one to you, but make sure to treasure the friendships you have. As I said, a true friend won't leave you, like, never completely. Like, you might grow together or apart, you know, life changes you, and people change as life goes on. So, obviously, you're gonna get closer or further apart as that happens. But treasuring that connection... I'm kind of getting a little sappy here, but treasuring that connection to a like-minded soul is something that you absolutely should do, you know? So, very well put, Kimberly. Also, pinball. The ancient art of pinball. It's Sonic Spinball, yes. As I said, the ancient art of pinball. Thankfully, this shouldn't take too long, as long as I don't lose a ball. Yeah, let's just... I love that I just casually switch subjects from being sappy to, hey, it's pinball! Sometimes I'm very polar like that. It's just like, oh, let's swap subjects entirely. Cool. I love the music in this too. Can I get all 5 million points with one ball? That'd be awesome if I could do that. It's possible for sure. There we go. That's gonna help. 32 times multiplier. Woo! That was a little close. The one scene where Tails asked if it worked. I need that, like, similar situation in a similar time, but it gave me hope that things are still good. Yeah, it's, like, I love that scene. Like, I'm sorry that you had to go through a situation where you thought that you were a burden. I don't mean to say I know how you feel, but I've certainly been there myself. It's not a good place to be. But having friends that'll tell you, you know what, no, you're not a burden. That sort of friendship is the ones that, as you said, should be cherished and guarded closely. Yeah, I've had friends like that too, Wasabe, where it's just like, yeah, I don't like the vibe. I'm out of here. No! Big! Ooh! Well, I can do it too. I got most of the way there. life isn't ever... the whole process is to learn and grow. So, you know, you live and learn. Live and learn. No, Kimberly, you're fine. I'm glad that you feel comfortable venting here. You know, I hope it's okay that I blather a little bit. As I lament on some of my past relationships that, you know, I hope can give you at least a little bit of solace in knowing that you're not the only one who has been through situations like that, you know. As I said, I don't mean to say that I know how you feel, because everybody takes those situations differently, and nobody will ever know how you feel except for you. But it can be kind of comforting to know that you're not the only one who has gone through situations like that. But yeah, you talk about it however much or however little you so much please. I'm just glad that you feel comfortable doing so. Yeah, absolutely. The more serious Sonic games can absolutely bring out the emotions. Also, I died. Me is also happy. Also me. I died. I fucking died. But yeah, absolutely. These games also do get me a little bit emotionally worked up too. Not gonna lie. Like the Sonic Adventure series, just God. Especially Sonic Adventure DX when Tails is like, you know, I've grown a lot since I met Sonic, but it's time I start doing things on my own. Oh, that scene makes me cry every single freaking time. I'm glad, Kimo-sama. I've also made a lot of online friends, though, certain people would rather me not call them that. But honestly, sometimes having communication that just has no bounds on reality, you can just talk wherever, it's really nice, not gonna lie. Just being like, hey, we can talk whenever, wherever, as long as we have an internet connection. And as far as friends in school, I only had one. like, really. Like, yeah, I had 3, now that I think about it. But most of them were just like, that I could call true friends. I had a lot of, what my grandmother would call, fair weather friends, that they'd be my friend as long as things were going well. And then the second shit hit the road, they'd flee, but that's a story for another time that's not now. Because I need to focus on getting Pinball. Sonic the Hedgehog Pinball. Cool. I honestly wouldn't mind if they did a Sonic Spinball in this sort of a fashion. Just good old-fashioned relaxing pinball. He says, getting salty at it. Sonic Pinball bringing out the deep emotions inside. Indeed, Kimberly. There we go. I'm at 64. The Aztecs played pinball, apparently. The ancients did, at least. They built a whole frickin' pinball machine out of rock. That rocks! Pun fully intended. Alright, that's gonna help. 128 times multiplier. Aww. Well, I'm glad that I can bring some good to you guys. I'm very glad that I've been able to meet all of you guys. I wonder if the Ancients Pinball is just a sort of torture chamber. No idea. That would be one weird torture. Like, I don't know. Maybe?
You have to play pinball for the rest of eternity! Alright, I can go for the goal now. So I'm gonna do that, hopefully. There we go. Cool! Pinball conquered. Oh, like the Coco would be the pinball? I mean, that'd be interesting.
Also, I'd like to point out we're in there. We are in that hole. We just got lava'd in. Sonic fucking died.
Period, point blank. There's no question about it. We're in the volcano that just went off. So I hate to break it to you guys, but Sonic just died. It's a joke, Mighty Inferno. Because if a volcano goes off
and you're inside the damn thing,
there's no way you survive. Unless, like Kimberly said, he was just like
share of pinball machines.
shielded from it somehow. I don't know.
Really part of the original ruins?
Due to gameplay convenience,
I mean, the tech
he's
here
fine.
outpaces Eggman's and is older than old. I guess the love of pinball predates civilization.
I love that even Sonic admits,
Sonic,
like,
that
whatever.
Titan down there, do you really plan on fighting that? Even as Super Sonic, that thing is...
Keeping me from saving you.
Keeping you, Amy, and Knuckles trapped? So yeah, I'm gonna take it down. Sit tight, partner. I'll take out this last Titan and get everyone back to normal.
Now if you wish Sonic back to life with the 7 Dragon Emeralds, there.
To the crater.
Yeah. Like, as I said, for gameplay convenience, he's perfectly fine. He's been through worse. He's an immortal hedgehog. Like, seriously. He's only canonically died once. And we don't talk about that. And it's not even really canon because that game undid itself. Sorry, Push was saying, he died, the game is over now. No, we've still got plenty of game to go. Though this is the last Titan. Or, is it? It's the second to last, because technically you've got... I don't know what I'm talking about. Just come back to guys. Come back to life, guys. Come back to guys. Give me a Staples Easy button, because that was easy. Did any of you guys also have a Staples Easy button? I hope so. Cause I used to have one. Unfortunately, it died. So I don't have it anymore. I threw it away because it died on me, but... I love the idea of the Staples Easy button. I should grab myself another one when I go out to the closest Staples. Because they still make them, I think. Love videos. I hope you enjoyed McDonald's. Emerald. My teacher had that, and some students at my high school had one that just said nut. Oh, they had a nut button. Yeah, the easy button. I love this song. I'm sorry, but it's a jam. Find your plane. All of these songs are amazing, but this has got to be one of my favorites. I should have the easy command. Yes, I should. Cyberflush. I should add that as one of my commands. Parry!
Yeah, these lyrics hit hard, and I love them. This has got to be one of my favorite tracks from Frontiers, right here. Yeah, it does have some Linkin Park vibes to it. The same people that did Infinite's theme did this song, and I am so glad that they're back. Because they didn't get much airtime with Infinite's theme, and they deserved it. And they get their launching airtime with this theme here. Have I heard the song Ordinary by the band Train? I believe so, Cyberspace. I just haven't heard it in a while. Yes, add this song to your Spotify. Speaking of which, the whole game is similar to Generations and references to practically all other Sonic games, but way more subtle, which is amazing. Agreed. Here's your Sonic in the Dark Knight reference, by the way. Or Sonic in the Black Knight. Sonic in the Dark Knight. I'm the dumbass. My dumbassery aside. Eat shield! Yeah, it feels like you're at a concert right now. If Sonic was if I was Sonic, my hands would be hurting a lot if I was punching an evil Titan. Yeah, his hands can't feel great right now. Eat shield. Loop point there. Yeah, this boss battle style needs to come back. Because I love these battles so much. Yeah, I don't know if Sonic gets to see like ever. Maybe that's why he's so lazy off the clock. Because he's got to save all his energy up. But yeah, it can't feel great. No, this is not the final boss. That is
Much, much less awesome.
yeah, I'm bopping my head quite a lot, not gonna lie, Kimo-san. I know I've been singing along to it a little bit, which I apologize for, because I can't sing with shit. Also, I love this. Tiny little hedgehog, big fucking sword. Slice this son of a gun in half. Boom! You'll find your flame. We can't let this sacrifice be in vain. They had a plan. Let's do it. How is this real? Yeah, I know. It's epic. This game, as I said, is the best Sonic has been in ages. If you haven't played
this game. If you don't own this game, it's on all modern consoles. Go play it, please. How the heck can he do that? He's Super Sonic. He can do whatever he wants. Kimosabe, I will put Find Your Flame on as the exit music. But first, we are going to go through Oreo's Island. I'm not eating Oreos while I do it, though. Hey there, Lucky Tails, how are you? But yeah, Oreo's Island is really quick. So I'm going to finish it, and then we're going to call this a stream. Next week, we will, one way or doing another, be playing the rest of Frontiers. Or at least the next island of Frontiers.
The final
Lock has been revealed. Silence the six towers. Tear down the walls between the dimensions.
Oh, good. I thought you were gonna say there was a surprise, Titan.
Sonic?
Hang tight, partner. We're almost through this.
No, you're not.
Be careful.
Careful. Where's the fun in that?
But yes, welcome Lucky Tails. Cyberpush was saying I'll probably play it in 10 years. Well, I hope you can enjoy watching me play it very badly. Because I'm not at all like a proper gamer, but I'm having a lot of fun and I hope you guys are too. Because this game... I'm sorry, but this is the best Sonic game we've had in over a decade. Like, seriously, this fights hard. This has got to be my new favorite modern Sonic game. It just has to. And I agree, Kimberly, the fact that they're letting Sonic show emotions again? Please! Like, yes, he's supposed to be a strong boy, but he's not invulnerable. He's just a hedgehog, you know? He's allowed to show emotions. And I honestly like when he does, like Kimberly was saying. Lucky Tails, I hope you enjoy your food. What you eating, if I might ask? But yeah, I love when they let Sonic be... You know, he's usually the hero, so he's got to be strong 98% of the time. But I do like it when they let him show the fact that he's not an emotionless being, you know? He will... Sometimes he's weak, sometimes he'll break down. Filet fish, coffee, and fries. Well, I hope you enjoy them. But I'm good with eating 4 to 5 Oreos, so I'll probably eat some later on. Vinny had consumed way too many. Yeah, that's why I said I wasn't gonna do that. I don't have any Oreos in the household. I don't think. Imagine if Sega remade Sonic 06. It would absolutely be better than the original if they gave it proper time. Finally, some good news. Hopefully their power will be enough to let us escape. Shut down 5 towers. 5 minutes should be plenty. 5 towers should be plenty. I had to get the right tone for it and then do it. Cheese this a little bit. I got most of the way there. Let's climb the tower. Yeah. I don't have any snacks in my house right now and I want some so badly. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little hungry, not gonna lie. That's why I said that this is gonna be the last island I do. Because thankfully, Oreo's Island doesn't take very long. It's basically plot driver the island.
Nice.
Cyberpush is getting some pizza. Pizza time. I hope you enjoy the pizza time. Pizza's good. I'm not sure what dinner is for tonight. Oh, crap. Well, at least I can go right back up. Whee!
Nice.
There we go. Hello! What's up, Lucky Tails? Is something breaking? Some of the commands are kind of breaking today, so... If it didn't trigger the first time, I apologize. My command system is being a little picky today. Snack on some pretzels, I have a few, not gonna lie, Kimosabe says. Well, if you do choose to snack on them, I hope you enjoy them. Also, cutscene. Run away! Close up! This cutscene right here. This is so... Like, I know, obviously it's horrible, but it's epic!
Nice.
Some fried fries. Some French fries? Yeah. French fries sound really good. Also, poor Sonic. He's really starting to just absolutely succumb. But he's not giving up.
Is accelerating. How can you smile when you can barely stand?
Shut down 4 towers. This game is deep. Yeah, agreed, Kimberly. And feel free to talk about whatever you want as much as you want. You don't have to feel bad about talking to me. That's like the whole point of this. You know, like we're here to chat and have a good time. And as long as we're doing that, it's cool by me. Cool beans. He has a really bad headache. Yeah, he's got one hell of a headache. Emotional damage! Now, this game... Ian Flynn, you... Say what you guys will about Ian Flynn, but I am so freaking glad that they let
Emotional damage!
This story, or at least a part of it. Because, my god, the fact that he was a part of this shows through very clearly in the fact that it's just deep, very well executed, very well written storyline. I'm very much hoping they let him continue. Yeah, thank you for the commands, by the way. I was asking for a you what, and I got, or for a damage, and I got that from Mighty Inferno. I also got a you what from Kimosabe. I don't know, but I love when Sonic shows his vulnerable side. It just makes it relatable, and okay to just show that you're weakened. Yeah, exactly. Like, Sega is all about that Sonic is, like, their mascot and should show the strongest of them. But, honestly, I feel like the strongest thing that someone can do is to show emotion. To recognize the fact that we're not just, like, emotionless robots, you know? To show his humanity, in a way, or his hedgehoggity, I guess would be the way to say it.
When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back.
No, no. I refuse. I refuse. I reject. I reject. I reject. I refuse to fall. Somehow I actually managed to legit tell the game no. I have no idea how I did that, but I'm good with it. This game, the execution.
No.
The execution, it's just like, as I was saying, I can't say this enough though, and I'm sorry, I'm a broken record, but this is the best Sonic has been in over a decade. Unquestionably. Like, seriously, he hasn't been this good since Unleashed happened. Also, I just fell quite a lot. Like, it's been since 2008 that I can seriously say a game went this hard. And Frontiers didn't have to go this hard, but I am so fucking glad it did. Lucky Tails getting a Tails hug. Who wouldn't want a Tails hug? Yeah, exactly, Kimberly. Sometimes the strongest part of someone is when they're showing that they're weak. When they're showing that, you know what? This hurts. I could deal without some of the controls there. Also, Spider Plush, thank you for the lurk. Mighty Inferno joining the club and getting a Tails hug. I want a Tails hug. But I can get a Tails hug whenever. Honestly. Just use the command myself. But nonetheless, me being a Tails fan aside, thank you for using the commands. I hope you guys enjoy them. Yeah, sometimes being true to oneself is also like a great thing. And the fact that a friend was able to be there for you as you were showing your quote-unquote weakness, that just shows how strong your friendship is, really. Sometimes they don't want to show that they're weak, but this game does. But that just makes you stronger, and this game does an amazing job. Absolutely. Like, I feel like Sonic, I can feel him growing from this storyline. Like, yeah, this is hard. It shows. Sonic is in pain. But he's gonna come back better, stronger, faster. Welcome back, Spider Plush. I have a feeling you were just testing the command. Thanks for that. I've shut down the next tower, so we get another cutscene in Plot Island. Kimo Sabe getting a Tails hug. I hope you enjoy the Tails hug. Thanks for the alert, Mighty Inferno. What are the Chaos Emeralds reacting to? Some kind of power source is drawing them in. We've lost control of navigation. The Master Emerald. I don't know why it's here on Earth. I don't. I admit that. But still, it's cool.
When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade.
I've had
make
lemon
life
tea.
take the lemons back.
Lemon tea is really good, Lucky Tails. Alright. I've got 3 towers left. Alright. I'd like to get at least close to the tower. Welcome back, Mighty Inferno. Thanks for either testing the command or having a brief BRD. I hope all of you guys are having a fun time. I know I am. getting some nice story out of the way as we go through Plot Island. One thing I wish they would have done with this game, if I can have one complaint, is I wish that this story would have been a little more spread out, instead of having Plot Driver Island. Because having it all in one island, all in one barrel, so, but yeah, it's convenient, but it's lazy writing. I'm sorry. It really is lazy. Yes! Yeah, his willingness to be like, you know what? Yeah, I feel horrible. I've let everybody down. And just telling Chip to save himself. And then Chip inevitably using his god powers to save everybody's ass. But yeah, I do love that sort of thing where it's just like, you know what? I can't do it all. And I do like that from Sonic, you know, like, yeah, he's a powerful guy, but he can't do everything. That's one of the things that, like, I love about Tails kind of, like, coming into his own, and, like, the fact that Sega is very much teasing that they're gonna let Tails grow up, and become his own hero, maybe. I know I'm asking for a lot there, but I love the idea that Tails would, like, be there, sort of like he was in Sonic Adventure, you know, like, be there for people when Sonic is busy. Sonic's doing other shit. Sonic can't be there all the time. He's only one hedgehog. And I like the idea that Tails would kind of fill in for Sonic. Be the Robin to his Batman sort of a thing. Because I don't know much about Batman lore, but I do know that Robin, original Robin, becomes Nightwing, which is basically his own hero into his own right. Oh crap. I can't see. This is a problem. This is a problem. This is a big problem. This is a big fucking problem. What the hell? But yeah, the idea that Tails might be allowed to grow into his own hero in his own right, I love that so much, it's not even funny.
Emotional damage!
Yeah, that's a lot of emotional damage, because I just fell a very long way. It's okay, though. I'll make my way back. I'm gonna have to fight for it, but I'll make my way back. Okay, now don't touch anything.
Emotional damage!
Thank you for the damage. Oh, the ancients were looking at the emerald like, oh, Skittles! Yeah, they did kind of like, oh! Would you look at that? Alright, tower shut down. Cutscene coming. And although our homeworld was lost, our history was not, thanks to cyberspace. Just imagine Vinny screaming falling from where you were. Yeah, he would definitely be screaming. All our hopes, our dreams, and our memories can be uploaded to cyberspace and accessed at any time. Elder, you're needed. Why? What happened? It followed us. The world is in danger. It's like Vinny's here. I highly doubt he'd ever come to one of my streams, but hey, I'm not against it by any means.
I believe I have come to understand you. Both of us will do anything to protect those who are precious to us. But your fate...
It is
what I calculated.
If you spell applesauce with only A's, you can call it Lucky Tails, I wish you the best of luck, with your new deck list. I play Magic the Gathering. I used to play, Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck building yourself is very difficult, especially for those of us that are new at it. So I wish you the very best of luck. Hopefully it works out well for you. Just know, failure's always an option. Like, don't beat yourself too much if you build yourself a shit deck, you know? It's possible. I've been there, I've done it. My first Magic the Gathering custom build was an absolute piece of shit. Uno's a good game. Uno is a very good game, Spiderflesh. Mighty Inferno plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Duel Links, and Cross Duel. Now, I used to play Duel Links, but I fell out of Yu-Gi-Oh! It just wasn't doing it for me anymore. I didn't have very much fun with it. It didn't help that at the time I was having a relationship fall apart on me between some friends that I thought were friends and really weren't. So I kind of fell out. But I wish all of you the very best of luck building your decks, having a lot of fun. Making an Adventure Plunder Patrol deck. Well, yeah, as I said, I wish you luck. I have no idea what that means, but I wish you luck. I haven't played the deck version of Yu-Gi-Oh! I have the dueling. Oh, you've played the deck version of Yu-Gi-Oh! You have the dueling disc. Oh, that's awesome. One of the people that I know of online, haven't talked to him in a hot minute. I don't even remember his damn name. What the hell is his name? Andrew, I think? He goes by Andrew Moto on Twitter. But he has a dueling disc, and it's really cool. I made some decks in Master Duel, says Mighty Inferno. But yeah, I hope you had fun with those. Have the dual disc from Christmas. Nice. I'm just getting... I don't know why I'm grabbing... Oh, yeah, because I want to unhide Kimosabe's. Just like the one in the show. Yeah, that's cool. I think I told you guys this, but this Halloween, I'm planning way ahead, obviously, because it'd be in October. But I don't care that I'm too old for it. I'm gonna... If I have the chance to dress up for Halloween, I want to do a Tails cosplay. So bad. Like, I know I'm too old to go trick-or-treating, but, like, seriously, I just want to dress up and have a fun time with it. I'll buy my own.
Oh, yeah! This is happiness!
So yeah, that was kind of a random statement to lean into. Probably because I was, like, thinking about shows, and then I thought about Tails, because of course I thought about Tails. Oh, no, 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 no. I just fell almost all of the way down. What? And back up I go. Thank God. Let me free. Thank you. Shut down the damn tower. I've always wanted to do a cosplay, to be honest. Same here. I just never really let myself admit it. Because it's kind of like... I don't know. It's something that I could very much see as people finding as weird. And though I'd like to try and care less about what other people think of me, I do care quite a lot about what other people think of me. It would be a do-it-yourself, because I don't believe there is a Tails costume that will fit a grown man. So I'm gonna have to do it myself, which is all the more fun, honestly. Hopefully it won't come to that. But yeah, so it'd be a do-it-yourself costume of Tails. Friend of the channel, Silver Ness, has actually made one. He has his own, and it's really cool. Going to Comic-Con in May with my mom and we're cosplaying as Pokemon characters. Well, I hope you have a lot of fun with that, because it sounds like it could be a lot of fun. I'm free falling. Kimo Sabe, thank you for the luck. That'll be, I also want to do that in summer so I can have another Pub Burger. Because I need another Wendy's Pub Burger. And I'm gonna have to travel 100 miles out for costume supplies anyways. Because the closest anything to me is like 100 miles out. So I'm abso-freaking-lutely eating another Pub Burger, because those things are yummy. Assuming it comes back again for summer, which I hope it does. I know Vindo very much hopes it does. Really, Dylan? Yes, really. The Pub Burger is good! If you haven't had one, go to your nearest Wendy's when they have it, and get yourself one. Probably won't regret it unless you're like Skull and think it's too much, which honestly, I feel that the first Pub Burger I had was like too much. Because I had 2 singles, and I'm honestly glad I did it that way. Because I liked the second time around better. Because the first time I was like, wow, that's a lot of flavor. And then the second time I was like, ooh, that's a lot of flavor. Which my initial reactions to them are actually on the channel. I did a very weird life in the day of me video of me trying the Pub Burger. Thank you for all the good lucks. One of these days I'm gonna have to have my mom try the Pub Burger. Yeah, everybody should try it, and then tell Wendy's to keep it permanently. Would I do a live stream with me eating another Pub Burger while playing a game? If there were a Wendy's closer to me, then yes. Unfortunately, the closest Wendy's is 100 miles away from my home. So I would not be able to stream, in all likelihoods. Maybe one day. Maybe someday. But not in the foreseeable future. That goes in the category of, like, doing Wii Sports. It's like, for something like that, I need to be comfortable enough to do a face reveal, and as it stands right now, for way more reasons than I'm being honest about, I am not going to be doing a face reveal anytime soon. There's no Wendy's in the country Spiderflush lives in. I'm sorry. Yeah, 100 miles. One way, 100 miles is the closest Wendy's to me, if I recall correctly. It's like, I think statutorily it's like 70-something, but the closest Wendy's from my doorstep is just shy of 100 miles one way. There used to be one a lot closer, but it got closed because it wasn't being eaten at enough. I'd never eaten at Wendy's at that point in my life. I regret that. Not that I could have kept it alive myself, but I could have at least helped. And they shut down not only because of that, but because of supposed food code violations, which I wouldn't be surprised, because they weren't very well kept. I'm not sure about the second one, though, so that's why the supposed is there. This isn't working. We can't beat it. We'll seal it. I'll bind it to my Titan. Then you guys seal us in cyberspace. No, we'll find another way. I love this cutscene. Like, one of the ancients is sacrificing themselves so that the others might live. It's so... They're gone. It killed them. Like, I feel bad, obviously, but this is dark. Sega hasn't given us something this dark in eons, and I kinda love it. We can't let their sacrifice be in vain. They had a plan. Let's do it. The Wendy's by me is right near the shop. It's like 15-20 minutes. That's not bad. And Sonic. Kimberly, you were talking about Sonic showing his weakness. He's about to show very, very much weakness here as he gives in to cyber corruption. And practically dies. Oh no. And that's it. That's it for Roano's Island. Now we get this cutscene.
Sonic, no!
Sonic is just sleeping,
What happened
guys.
to him?
Right? Right?
He took on
Sent
so much cyber energy.
It corrupted
him.
Meaning?
He's stuck between realities.
My only regret is you denied me the pleasure of finishing you off, rodent.
We must get you back into cyberspace immediately.
I just got out. That was the
the
whole
whole
point.
I ran millions of simulations. The only way I can keep you alive is if you're not...
Sage knew this thing would get out and didn't tell us.
What gets out?
Didn't even tell fucking Eggman.
Since
Time immemorial, I have languished here. The locks are broken. Now I shall tear down the walls between dimension and consume all.
No, no, you don't. I'll mobilize the egg fleet and blow
I like
you
how
out of the
Eggman thinks
sky.
he has a chance.
It won't be enough. It triumphed over the Ancients' technology. My simulations show a success rate of 0%.
At the end of the game,
No.
Eggman is talking
Sonic
to the
worked
Sage
too
that we
hard
know.
for us to give up
Sage,
now.
Sage
Those visions we
sacrifices.
saw.
Spoiler, but
Drive
Sage
back the
sacrifices
corruption,
herself in
bring
the
him
same way
back.
that the
Anything
original
for Sonic.
Ancient did, sealing
Whatever it
herself and the end into cyberspace. So that is Sage, and the Sage that we know, just digitized. She's trapped in cyberspace with the
Sonic,
end.
I
That's
want
why
you to see the hero I
Eggman's
become.
saying, "That's my girl,"
Sonic,
because he's
You
happy
still
that
have
she's
love to
still
share
kicking
with this world,
around,
too.
but
Sonic,
she's stuck
we're
in
even after
cyberspace.
this.
Also, power of friendship moment, I guess. This rubbed me the wrong way. Like, how did they know they could do that? Like, yes, happy, joy, Sonic's fine. But that could have been so powerful, and they threw it right away.
I won't let you down.
Throw it all away.
Oh, good.
He's back.
Huh.
This is our chance. I never simulated a scenario where Sonic helped, since you never authorized it.
I still don't want to.
Please.
But yeah, that's the real stage, Kimosabe. Though I do understand it's confusing as hell.
Sonic,
I hereby
hereby induct you
you
into the Eggman Empire in order to save us all.
Understand? This is not
You're an
Norse!
alliance.
If that's how you want to spin it, Dr.
Ego Man. I love that.
Sage, you
Yes,
will help me find the
I
Chaos
haven't
Emeralds.
played this game
Sonic will be fast
enough to know what's going on.
As you
I haven't
command.
played it quite as much as Dizzy Dennis has. He played this game an absurd amount. But, yeah, I'm a huge Sonic fan. I know what I'm talking about. I've done my research. I've spent countless hours in this game, though Steam will count them for me. Alright, cool. So, that being said, we're gonna save the game before I forget to do that. We're gonna call this a stream. Let's hit some buttons. But yeah, so that was Chaos Island. We are into, the next island. And I'm going to switch. Doop. It does autosave. I just like having the save. So, what we're going to do now is what Skull902 would call a Q&A session. For me, it's just kind of a hangout sesh. Just a little bit of chatting around. If you've got other things you need to do, then that's fair enough. I hope you've had a good time here. I will catch you later, Mighty Inferno, if you are indeed leaving. Though you might have thought that I'm just like, I'm out of here, because I used to do that, but I'm trying to get better about that. I'm trying to actually have a moment to wind down. I've played this game for 34.1 hours, is the clock time I've played in this game. So that would be the magic number. Kimosabe, I'm so glad you had a good time. How many times have I died? Good question. Let's ask Sammy. I've died 24 times. Ouch. Let me find what I want here. Oh, I can't find what I want here. Okay, fine. Yeah, you thought I was just gonna be like, bye! Bye. Yeah, fair enough. As I said, I used to do that. I'm trying to get better about it, but I do like Skull's idea of like, let's have a little bit of a wind down to it. I'm trying to find the thing. Can I please find the thing? Oh, I know what it is.
I
found
we
an ad.
should Explore
Fun.
A few solutions.
Grammarly ensures you're right.
There we go. Yes, Q&A for the chat. Pizza time. I hope you enjoy your pizza if you are indeed getting pizza, Spiderflesh. But yeah, if you guys have anything you'd like to chat about, this is the time to do it. I usually only do these for about like 15 minutes, but if you guys have stuff you want to talk about and just chat, this is the time to do that. So yeah. It's fine. As I usually say, if we can't think of anything to chat about, we'll just call it a stream and be like, okay, and that's all the time we've got. But I figured rather keep you guys in on that judgment rather than being like, oh, and now it's over. You know, it's kind of less rude if I'm like, hey, by the way, do you guys want to talk about anything before I end this? Spiderflesh, it's winter, so my favorite part of the game, asks Kimosabe. Oh, I'm gonna show I'm a Tails fan here, absolutely. Probably when Sonic is, reassuring Tails that he's not a burden and going back to
the events of Sonic Adventure and Sonic Lost World, and just lamenting on the fact that Tails is an adorable genius, and that he's not a burden to anybody. That's probably, like, that hit me so hard. It really, it just hit me right in the heart, man. So that'll be my favorite part of the game. Mighty Inferno was wondering what my favorite color is. My favorite color, and this might surprise you, is actually navy blue. My second favorite color is Tails' orange, also known as goldenrod yellow, as I've been informed. But yeah, in that order, that's my favorite colors. Navy blue's always been one of my favorites. I don't really know why. Kimberly asking, do I consider myself more introverted or extroverted? And do you think we can tell? I used to be really introverted when I was, like, little. But as I grow up, I'm abso-freaking-lutely an extrovert. I live on and depend on communication with others. I feel like it adds a lot to me. It's my fuel. It's why I do these streams, is because I need interaction fuel. I love talking with people. I love hanging out with people who have a common interest with me. And I hope you guys can enjoy that too. But honestly, it has shifted. Can you tell? Well, yeah, it's introverts don't do things like this. I wouldn't think. Though, as I said, like, I used to be a lot more introverted, so I kind of shifted. I feel like everybody kind of, like, shifts around. Like, nobody's a pure introvert or pure extrovert, except for some, like, random exceptions that are, you know, like, few and far between. Yeah, mark of an extrovert there, haha, says Kimberly. Yeah! Well, and I hope that even those of you who are a little more introverted can feel comfortable, like, talking here and having fun, and, you know, that's the whole point, is just having a good time. Let me get some more music going, because that's Find Your Flame, so that's gonna be, like, it for that. I blathered through all of Find Your Flame very quickly. And now we get to listen to a freaking Switch ad that I'm going to mute because I don't feel like it. Aside from Tails, which character can I relate to? Asks Kimosabe. Well, Tails is obviously, like, number one, though you've asked me not him. I mean, I used to identify a lot with Blaze, still do a little bit, in that was kind of like the old me. You know, the introverted person who needs friends to kind of help them communicate and get along and just, like, learn their way around. Now that I've grown, it really doesn't strike as hard as it used to, though I do still very much respect and relate to Blaze a little bit in the fashion that, like, I used to be that way. I don't know. I hit the nail on the head for Tails. I'm a tech geek who, you know, who's been through heck and back and is growing as he does so. So, like, there's really nobody who does it as much as Tails does, if that makes any sense. I do identify with Sonic a little bit. He's my more, like, adventure-going side, like, when I'm, like, actually willing to do first and think later. Very rare opportunities that I would do that, but, you know, he's kind of like my motivation, inwardly, which makes sense, being that I'm basically Tails, that I would look up to Sonic, you know, it only tracks. I'm blathering. But yeah, that's my answer. Kimberly was saying, I'm definitely more introverted, but I super enjoy streams like this. It's way easier to be open to chat than, like, back and forth talking, and especially in person. Yeah! That's kind of why I love doing this. Like, as I said, I have to sparse my words a little bit here. But the reality is that online communications sometimes are, like, a lot more freeing, really, than, like, face-to-face communications can ever be, because there's that back and forth that's kind of required, which obviously some people have troubles with. I have no issue with it. But my thing is that you always run out of time. You have to gather. You have to go somewhere and be there. When it comes to the internet, you can kind of be anywhere. You can talk whenever. You can send a message. You can chat for hours. You can chat for 5 minutes, you know? It's kind of like the perfect compromise for introverts and extroverts, because you can communicate as much as you want or don't want to. So yeah, I agree. It's way easier to just kind of dip in as much as you want, and then when you start getting uncomfortable, you just disconnect. You just leave. There's no, like, pressure. Unlike when you're face to face, where there is very much that pressure to continue on a active conversation. I apologize for the very verbose answer there. Definitely introverted, that's for sure. Lol, says my Inferno. Nothing wrong about that. Kimosabe says I'm both. Very possible. Introversion and extroversion is a sliding scale. So you can be, it's like introvert and extrovert are the two extremes of, like, you're completely stuck inside or you're completely stuck out. Nobody's those two extremes. Everybody lies in between them somewhere. And some people like yourself would absolutely be, like, smack in the middle, where it's just like, depends on the day. So, I respect that. I'm, like, just on the extroverted side of you, in the fact that, like, I'm definitely more outgoing, but I do still have some of my old introversion tendencies. I like the way Spiderflesh put this. The internet is the best worst thing ever. It really is. Like, the internet is a powerful tool, but just like any tool, it's all about how you use it. It's like if I give you a hammer. You can build some amazing things with a hammer. Or you can use it to conk someone inside the head and do a lot of damage. Or you could hurt yourself with it, or, you know, like, there's good and bad innately in everything. I'm very much a realist in that manner, that I will respect the fact that there's plenty of evil to be had on the internet. There's a whole dark web dedicated to the evil things. But it's all in how you use it. I can relate to Blaze and kind of Silver, says Minor Inferno. Nice! Feel free, by the way, to tell me if you guys want to weigh in on what characters you identify with. I am kind of curious. Like, obviously, as I said, with me, it's kind of like, Tails, duh. You know, I'm an IT guy who, through Fire and Flames, has kind of made himself a little better, I would hope. So, I very closely identify with Tails. That's why I'm so close to him. He's just... He hits home, man. I mean, there are many flaws on many things. Although, yeah, like, there's some things that are, like, obviously just flat out wrong, but there are some things that are just flawed. Kimosabe was saying, I think I can relate to Shadow more because he lost his best friend and I lost my dad, Sonic 2 and Blaze. Well, firstly, I do remember a while ago, not too horribly long ago, when you did unfortunately lose your father. And I know it does nothing, but I can't seriously express my condolences to you. Like, seriously, I hope that you can navigate that okay. That you and your family are getting through it alright. It's very hard losing somebody, and there's never really... I defy the strategy that there's, like, an acceptance phase to somebody dying.
Because I'm sorry, when somebody dies, there's never a way to be like, oh, okay, they're dead and they're gone forever. And that's it. You know? Like, you're always gonna want more. You're gonna want and look back. But blathering aside, I hope you're okay. And I send you all the very best. I wish you and your family the very best as you navigate your ways forward. I can understand why you would go towards Shadow for a reason like that. He's been through a lot of loss. As for Sonic and Blaze, those are amazing people to have as far as like keeping you looking forward. Like Sonic and Shadow are very much close in the fact that like Sonic could have been Shadow and Shadow could have been Sonic if they'd have had the same sort of mentality. Sonic's been through a lot of shit too, but he doesn't let that stop him. He embraces it. He just powers through it with that that signature smirk and just refuses to give up even when the odds are unquestionably against him. And Blaze it is just a freaking powerful fire cat. You know, she's the freaking ruler of the Soul Dimension, and it absolutely owns it. Like, she's a good one to look up to, too. I'm glad to hear you're fine now. I'm sorry if I hope me talking about it a little bit doesn't bring back, you know, bad thoughts, but I did want to wish my condolences and, like, a continued healing future for you. Kimberly was saying, I hope I don't come across as an extrovert on stream, haha. It's just like you said, streams, especially Sonic streams, are a lot freeing in a way to express internal thoughts. Kimberly, that's honestly amazing. Like, it hits me in the feels, that you feel comfortable enough to be like, you know, yeah, I'm an introvert, but I feel comfortable here. You know, that makes me feel amazing, that I'm able to provide a place where you can do that, and I hope I can continue to do that. That's all I could ever hope to do, really. As far as, like, coming across as a extrovert, well, we all put on faces. We all have our own, like, personas, if you will, to face the cruel realities of the world. So, it's okay to, you know, bend and contort yourself for what fits, because sometimes you have to. Spider Plush, thank you so much for coming by. I don't want to miss you. I will see you later. We are probably gonna wrap up in about 10 minutes. No more than that. But I am having a lot of fun talking with you guys, and I hope you guys are having fun talking to me. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm just kind of winding down now. Lucky Tales was saying, to be honest, I'm a mix of Shadow, Sonic, and back then more of Knuckles. I'm assuming you mean like an older version of me, like of yourself. Like I was saying, I used to also identify with Blaze, but that's kind of fading away as I grow. Yeah, that's fair. Shadow and Sonic I've already covered. Knuckles is kind of a strong loner sort of type. He's hard-headed and kind of has to go it his own, but he's growing in the fact that he's starting to learn that he has to rely on his friends, and I think that's kind of wholesome. I can relate to Shadow too, to be honest, says my Air Inferno. Lost my dog when she was 5. Great-grandma and second cousin at the age of 63. Great-grandmother was 100. Well, as I was saying to Kimo-Sabe, unfortunately, there's not much I can say other than condolences, you know, like, I'm very sorry to hear that. I think everybody can relate to Shadow in that sense. We've all, I don't mean to devalue it. at all, because loss is loss, and it's horrible, and it's hard, and it's just absolutely one of the worst things about life is the fact that it comes to an end at some point, one way or another. But we've all been there. It sucks, and my heart goes out to you. In the fact that, like, I know my feeling for that. I don't know how you feel about it, because obviously, as I said before, I would never claim to know how somebody feels. That's something only you can do. But it's something, like Kimosabe just said, it's something that, in my opinion, you never really truly move on from. You know, there's always that little part of you that misses them, that wishes that they were still around, and that's okay. I know I don't talk about it much because it is a little personal, but when my great-grandmother passed away, it hit me hard. It took me a solid year and a half to come to terms with the fact that she was not coming back. I told myself lies for the longest time, even though my family was very clear that what was going on. And it still hurts to this day. You know, I still think about her a lot. But that's okay. You know, I have good memories that are valuable. And I don't really know what I'm trying to get to here, but I guess if there's anything that I can impart on to you as a whole is that whatever you're feeling, whatever you're going through is okay. It doesn't matter if they died yesterday or if they died years ago, you know, it still hurts. It still is with you, it makes you who you are, and it's okay to take a moment and be like, you know what, I really miss them. I really wish that I could have one more moment like that, you know. And I'm sorry to kind of get a little somber as somber music plays, but, you know, it's really, it is something I feel like I need to be on the mark with, you know. Yeah, it's hard for people who lost their loved ones to move on after passing. Very much so. There is, in my opinion, very much something called dying of a broken heart. Which is when you have a couple that's just so close that when one of them passes away, the other will probably go themselves within a year. Because they just can't be without each other. It just doesn't work. And I've seen it. I've dealt with it before. That's basically what happened to my great-grandfather. Is he did live for several years after his wife passed away, and he even like moved on himself, but I still am fully convinced that what got him was a broken heart. Oh, it's fine, Kimberly. Like, yeah, it's making me a little sad, but as I said, it's okay to recognize those feelings and to lament with them. And I'm sorry to blather on it. You know, I just feel like it's something that I did need to recognize and provide something for in terms of like, yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Like, as I said, I don't know what you're feeling. I can't know what you're feeling. But it's ridiculously hard. And that much I'm sure of. But with that being said, I've blathered plenty enough. So, I'm with Lucky Tales. We're gonna end on one happier note, hopefully. But I do want to kind of end this topic, and kind of like shift to something a little more lighthearted. You know, not saying that it's wrong that you guys brought this up, or that I've had any sort of issues talking about it, but we're here to have fun and have a good time. And this is just not not how that happens. As I get a YouTube.
Fuck your ad.
As seen on EV isn't your normal streaming platform. It's a site that'll teach you about
So, happy thoughts. Well, how about I end this stream on something that's fitting? Me ogling over the game I've just played. Fucking Sonic Frontiers. As I said, Ian Flynn, you sly devil. He was knowing smiling us for several months on his work into this, and it shows. Like, obviously no writer is ever perfect, and there's certainly flaws to be found in his writing style, but my god, we get Sonic showing emotions for the first time since I don't even know when. We get Tails straight up admitting that he sucked ass last game, which he did, and that hurt as a Tails fan, but seeing him recognize that, I love that. I am so excited to see what Sonic Frontiers 2 looks like. And as far as TV shows, Kimosabe is saying if there was a Sonic Frontiers TV show, we need more Sonic Prime ASAP. Or I need, I don't know about you guys, but I need some more Sonic Prime in my life, because if you haven't watched Sonic Prime yet, please do. It's an amazing show, though unfortunately we only got a handful of episodes about it. And it's only barely starting to get really interesting. I also binge-watched it with Lucky Tales. I've heard people go back and forth on which way is better. You watch it however you like. All of us are waiting for Season 2 of Sonic Prime. That's honestly a low-key bitch about, like, please give us Season 2 of Sonic Prime. Pains in my ass. But yeah, episode 5 is the best for Kimberly. I don't remember what episode I would seriously be able to call my favorite. Though I love 9. He's just badass Tails. I love it. But I also love all of the other Tailses. Like, Mangy is just fucking adorable, and I want to adopt him and take care of him. Sails is just fun. I really like Sails. He's just, it's a pirate Tails, and I love the fact that his name is also a pun. Episode 5 was part 2 of the Jungle World, Amy and the Others. Oh, it's fine! Spoilers are fine with me. If any of y'all haven't watched that show, please do. Please do. Please do. I've seen the whole show, so you're not gonna spoil anything. Jungle World, Amy and others coming to terms with each other in their selfishness. Yeah, I mean, that honestly was great. Having themselves come to terms with the fact that neither of them were right, I do like that. Though they could have hit that nail on the head a little better, because honestly, as Skull put it, Amy is apologizing way too much. Because she, if anything, was in the right. Because they were destroying the forest, and then she's just like, fuck this, I've had enough. And she's the one who apologizes the most. So, what the fuck? But that being said, it was kind of like a pure moment, and I do like it. But that's my one thing that I kind of was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. Was that the freaking heroes, quote unquote, needed to be the ones making the apologies there. They were the ones who freaking threatened the forest and made Thorn Rose go bonk. None of this would have happened if they'd have just, like, taken care of the forest. Listened. Kimosabe was saying, never been quite with watching Sonic Prime. That show told me to shut up and watch, and I'm like, okay, lol. Yeah, I mean, it's a good show. I'm excited to see what's next, because I don't love the fact that we got teased a lot
There was a lot of nothing. In Sonic Prime so far. It doesn't work well. I want them to just sit back and actually have the storyline that they want to have, which they finally started doing about the time that they got back to New York City. But they needed to do that right from the get-go. None of this flashbackery bullshit of like, oh, that tree is really important.
I don't fucking care. I seriously don't care.
Like, the plot lines thus far is that the tree is important. That's it. That's it. And it's bull. I hate it so much. Like, I love the show, and I love parts and pieces of it independently, but as a whole, the show is shit. I'm sorry, but putting that all together and being like, well, that tree is important as the main plotline sucks so bad. I hate it. Alright. That being said, Lucky Tales, I'll answer your question, and then we're going to call this a stream. What do I think of Lucky Tales? Also, welcome back, Ultimate Spider Plus. You came into the very last question, so I wind down my thoughts. As we come across the 3.5-hour mark of me blathering. Thank you guys so much for staying through this, by the way. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have had fun. If you have, please consider hitting that like button, hitting the subscribe button, hitting that, ringing that notification bell. All that stuff happens. As I blather my thoughts together. But Rusty Rose, I mean, it's cool. It's a neat idea. I like the fact that Amy's kind of like set apart in New York City, in that like she's just completely freaking different. Like, she's not even a hedgehog anymore. You know, she's just plain old robot. You know, she was built to serve the Eggman Empire of New York City. You know, the Chaos Council. There I go. I do the one thing that hit me right in the feels was the fact that she's powered by Flicky, by Birdie. That's the name I wanted. Her Flicky from Sonic Adventure. Which I thought, A, amazing callback, but B, holy crap, that's dark. She's just like, when, I think it's Sonic observes that she's heartless. She's like, Flicky would Birdie would disagree, and then it zooms into the fact that Birdie's powering her, and I'm just like, my god, they seriously went there. Like, we know that badniks are powered by animals, but that was just dark, and I kind of love that they just ran with that. So that's my thoughts on Rusty Rose. I think it's a cool character. I think it's really cool to see that multiple versions of Amy are interacting with each other, and the fact that Rusty Rose won't kill her other selves because she just can't bring it on herself. I'd love to see more of that, especially I'd love to see some of Tails' interactions with his other selves. Like Nine and Sails and Mangy, and, you know, you get the idea. But, that being said, Lucky Tails is saying, thanks for a great stream, you were great. Thank you for coming by. I hope all of you had a great time. I'm gonna call this a stream here, though. Because I'm hungry, and my throat's a little sore from all the talking. But thank you guys so much for seeing it through, all the way to the end. For those of you who stuck around, thank you so much, Lucky Tails. Thank you, Kimo-sabe. Thanks, Ultimate Spider Flash. Thank you, Mighty Inferno. Thank you, Kimberly. I think that's everybody who's in right now. If I'm missing anybody, I apologize. Actually, there's a tab for this. Yeah. Kimo-sabe, Lucky Tails, Ultimate Mighty Inferno, and Ultimate Spider Plush are all I'm getting right now. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, turn on notifications to stay in the loop. I will catch you guys next week. It was awesome to chat with you all. As Vinny would say, I'ma love ya, I'ma miss ya. Bye-bye.